Looking at some heavy delays right now westbound on Colonial Drive due to a crash reported just before the 408. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Terminix.
Termite alert.
It is termite season in Florida, and swarms have been identified in your area. Termites can attack your home or business and cause costly damage. Don't live with the termite problem. Before you see termites this swarm season, Terminix it. Schedule a free inspection at Terminix.com.
Since 1984, Solar Source has helped Central Florida homeowners beat rising energy costs. Now, during the Solar Source Price Rewind event, they're offering pre-2020 pricing, a deal you may never see again. So there's no pressure with them, no gimmicks, just expert guidance. And for a limited time, Solar Source will honor any pre-2020 solar electric quote while supplies last. Join over 75,000 homeowners who've already made the switch. Join solarsource.com/monsters to get your quote today.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey Orlando, Brandon Kravitz here. The Orlando Magic are out of the playoffs, but you can be a winner. Our partner Guarantee Media is raffling off a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic, including hotel and airfare for just $99. To enter, simply text MAGIC to 96551. That's right, 4 days and 3 nights in the Caribbean, hotel and airfare included. You can't beat that, all for just $99. Sun, beaches, an unforgettable getaway for you and your family could be waiting for you. But don't wait. Spots are limited. Text MAGIC to 96551 right now for your chance to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic. Text MAGIC to 96551. The Magic season may be over, but your season of relaxing just got started. Text MAGIC to 96551. Do it now and get ready for the Caribbean.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
You've taken allergy meds for years. Are they helping? Congestion, drainage, still there. And that sniffle just doesn't stop. Experts say common allergy pills are associated with depression, weight gain, even dementia. Do you really want to be taking those for years on end? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps thousands with treatment that actually works, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment today. That's aspireallergy.com.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com, 800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N. Fun. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie starts now.
It is Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. Lots to get to today. From the Hantavirus Freak Out to I have the wild JPMorgan lawsuit court documents and new bombshell updates on the Bahamas murder mystery story. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, emails, texts, and more. C-Late is here.
What's happening?
And so are you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
I'm great. I'm good.
I'm good, too. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you know, all's well. You've got a lot to get to today, C-Lane. I mean, I've got more wild twists and turns in the story today than I think ever before. And I'm so excited to share with you and everybody else. I searched in the New York State Supreme Court documents, and I found the JPMorgan lawsuit, the filed court docs.
Okay, like with now all of the quotes are out in the open.
All of the allegations and quotes from this crazy ass dude, and all the new stuff that's been added to this. It's all a wild ride. We got that coming up before too long.
Reading this new stuff, believe it any more or less?
I want to believe. I do, because it's a page turner. It is a page turner, and I think you're going to have a good time hanging out with us today. So let's see what we could do here. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, everybody.
All right. Yeah.
Somebody emailed me about this after the show. What was that for?
What was that?
What was that?
Where did that come from?
Me, Dr. Philadelphia.
Oh, Dr. Philadelphia, welcome to the show. You know, the rest of us start, 2 minutes ago, the rest of us started.
I'm on Philly time, bro.
He's on Philly time and doctor time.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Did we have to fill out a lot of paperwork and sit in the waiting room to get Dr. Philadelphia to come on the show?
Oh, big time, buddy. And you're still not approved through your insurance carrier.
Wow. Unbelievable, this guy. Unbelievable. We can yell at him later. Right now, an email I got yesterday evening from Andrew. Andrew says, Sean, you got to see this video on NBC 10 in Philadelphia. There is an ice cream eating crossing guard who recounted a violent crash. Love your show. Have a good chuckle if you haven't already seen it. Let's see if he can make us chuckle, everybody. Here we go, over to Philadelphia for the ice cream man who saw a terrible car crash.
Hey, you said you saw this.
Yeah.
How did you come to be in that spot?
I'm the crossing guard on 55th and King Session.
Just so you know, he's mowing some ice cream during this interview. He's got and it's a difficult decision to make as an adult. Am I in public going to get a cone with ice cream scoops and lick at it and eat it like a little child or something? He has leaned into this. He's going for it.
I tell you, he ran the light, T-boned the lady. I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm just thankful to be alive right now. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
What did it
Bam!
sound like?
What did you think you were going to get there, newsman? Like, what did it sound like? Bam! Yeah, of course it sounded like bam, right?
What did it sound like?
Bam!
No, not to be funny. I swear, not to be funny. It happened that fast. And luckily, I'm alive.
This guy is on whatever Britney Spears is on. He is not ceasing with the movements.
He's a crossing guard. He's responsible for the well-being and safety of people.
And he's zooting Adderall like crazy because this guy's like, whoa, I saw the crash. I was moving around having my wild ice cream and the car crashed into the other car. Relax a little bit, okay? You just chill, take a breather.
His adrenaline's high. His cortisol is spiked.
Probably, yeah, probably. Let's see what else he says.
Do you know what time of day
I had
kids
to pull
are playing out there?
They was out there. They were in there. I had to pull a kid out. No, I had to pull, what's her name, nephew out.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
What's her name,
No,
nephew?
what's her name, nephew? Mm-hmm. Yes.
So there were kids in there?
Yes.
So
he's just mowing that ice cream.
You hear the bang.
Hey. I don't know which way to go because he ends up in the schoolyard. Luckily, I wasn't on the corner. I'm in the shade slightly because it's an 82-degree day today.
I like that part.
Which is why I need this ice cream.
This is basically when it's hot, I get me a Polar Pop guy.
Yes.
It's like, look, I'm in the shade because it's an 82-degree day today. I'm like, all right, I feel you. I feel you on that. That makes sense.
Crazy. My adrenaline is still running.
Oh, Josh was right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see this car on its side. Kids are screaming. What's going on?
I run Seafood, then I grab a kid out because he's stuck franticing, pull him out. Ain't nobody in there. Guys in there. He's trapped in there. Then I run out and get myself together because my heart is boom, 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 boom. Crazy.
And you grabbed a kid.
Pulled him up out of there.
How was the kid? What's
He was shaking up, but I pulled him up out of there.
Was he like?
He's just mowing down on this ice cream the whole time. He's really.
Piece of playground equipment?
Yeah, right up under there.
Wow.
Yeah, right up under there.
No, I believe you. So tell me about this car. Did you see what happened to her?
Do a 360. I didn't know which way to go. Luckily, I wasn't right there on the corner. I would have been trapped in the madness if you zoom in.
This guy needed to get a plug-in for whatever this ice cream place was. That's what he needed to do. I don't know if he does here in the last 15 seconds. Maybe he does.
I'm being honored.
What's going through your head, man?
Thank you, Jesus. That's what's going through my mind. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, there might be a plug.
Being honest. Thank you, Mr. Softy.
Yeah!
Free Mr. Softy for life.
I was wondering if he did. He said, "Thank you, Mr. Frosty," or whatever. Softy, Mr. Softy, Mr. Softy. They also called Josh that, just for the record. Yes,
What?
both the same.
Drew on YouTube said, I'm glad Sean found this clip funny. Hopefully he plays it all the way to the end. The Mr. Softy plug is great. And you were just in time. Thank God I saw that, because if you had stopped early, I no.
I was about to cruise out of it. I was wondering. I'm like, he is plowing this ice cream. Is he going to put in a plug?
That's what's going through my mind. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, man.
Being honest. Thank you, Mr. Softy.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Softy. And he cheers it to the camera. Just out there experiencing the world. Just Americans experiencing the world. It is a wild time to be alive, folks. Absolutely wild. And we got to talk about what's happening on this cruise ship, because now people are panicking. The freak out is setting in because this cruise ship has a handful of people with something called Hantavirus. And we looked into this. C-Lane told me that it comes potentially from mice or rats.
Yeah, and I think spread mostly through like the droppings or something, but it comes from rats.
Rat poop.
Which means that the cruise ship is dirty.
Yeah, the cruise ship is filthy. It's covered in rat feces. It is hantavirus ridden, according to these folks. And now it's trying to dock in different places. Like the cruise ship's like, please take us in. Here's one of the posts. I saw this from Amy Caulfield, our friend Amy Caulfield. This person, a doctor who's been covering this, says 3 suspected hantavirus case patients have just been evacuated from the ship and are on their way to receive medical care in the Netherlands in coordination with the World Health Organization. However, when they release these people, everybody, like, they're by Spain, they're by the Catalan, what's it called? Catalan Islands or whatever. They're by this area in
Catalina?
Spain. I don't know what it is, but they're by Spain in these islands. And everybody on the island is like, hell no. We love y'all. We want you to be okay. I don't support the hantavirus, but you cannot come into our country right now because we know where this goes. Maybe. I don't know. They might mention it in this here. The ship's operator and national authorities from Cabo Verde, the United Kingdom, Spain, and the Netherlands. The World Health Organization continues to work with the ship's operators to closely monitor the health of passengers and crews. They're stuck on the ship. They're still on there, and they're trying to get off. Monitoring and follow-up for passengers on board and for those who have already disembarked has been initiated in collaboration with the ship's operator and national health authorities. So they said the public risk remains low. Yeah, well, I don't know if it seems low to me. You know, when you guys show up in your white suits and your masks and all this stuff, you're wheeling people off the ship covered in all kinds of medical coverage.
Dusted off all your COVID gear.
Yeah, you did. And you put them in the ambulance. And you hold them on out of here, you put them on some plane to God knows where. I don't want to be on that plane. I don't want to be in that place. I'm freaking out if that's me. I would not want anybody with hantavirus anywhere near me. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you the truth. I think that you would feel the same way.
You get like some sweet hazard pay for being the captain of that plane.
You sure as hell better. You sure as hell better. Because when they're saying things like this, the World Health Organization chief, C-Lane, says the Associated France Press, he tells the Associated France Press, the AFP, that the hantavirus outbreak is not like the start of the COVID pandemic. Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Hey,
Good.
I don't know if you guys remember what they told us at the start of the COVID pandemic. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember March of 2020, where they're like, we're just going to stay inside for a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't Hanta sing that song, Mbop? Yeah, that's them. That's them. Mbop and this, the virus. That's the things they're known for. Let me see what we can learn here. BBC News is going to teach us about this stupid virus that we want to stay away from. But should we allow these people in the United States of America? Should we? Somebody who has the Hantavirus. They did this with a lot of other things. Do we want them in our country?
So there's been an outbreak of Hantavirus on a cruise ship, and that's led to the death of some passengers. So what do we know about this virus?
3 dead at least so
What is
far.
Hantavirus?
Well, Hantavirus, it's named after a river in South Korea, and that word, Hantavirus, really describes a sort of family of viruses. Around 20 viral species have been identified according to the
Yeah, come on. Just tell me if it makes you blow up or not. What happens here? What is the problem when you get the Hantavirus? What does it do? Did you tell me what it says? What it does to the inside of your body, Sealand? Does it
Let me bring it back up. Hantavirus.
If we get, because he was late today, if we get Josh infected with Hantavirus, what happens to him? I mean, I would like it to do some things. Number one, if it could take out those gorgeous locks that he has.
How dare you? This is my bread and butter.
I know it is. It is. It's become your bread and butter. I know. Look at that hair. Look at that mane of hair. It's gorgeous.
Golly.
Would it take away his hair? Would it take away his intestines? What is it going to do to him?
It says Hantavirus symptoms begin 1 to 8 weeks after exposure. How long was this cruise?
I don't know.
1 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, the cruise must have been, maybe they had it. Maybe they had it and went out on the cruise ship.
I don't know. Multiple people on the cruise ship getting it. 1 to 8 weeks after exposure is a flu-like illness. Fever, fatigue, muscle aches, and thighs, back, headache. Within 4 to 10 days, this rapidly progresses to severe respiratory distress.
Okay, hold on. You're right. You're right about this. If you have a virus that doesn't show up for 1 to 8 weeks and then it takes a little bit longer after that, then...
Maybe this is the 1 week kind of deal.
Did all of the people who had Hantavirus, did all of them have it when they went on the cruise ship, or did they get it on the cruise ship?
I can't imagine. It's not a very big cruise ship.
Oh, God. Somebody says, 8 weeks? Sean is so behind on his news. I can't account for when these people are infected and it doesn't pop up on the news. I'm doing the best that I can over here.
So, severe respiratory distress within 4 to 10 days, including coughing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, as lungs fill with fluid. Immediate medical care is necessary.
Oh, God.
One of the headlines on the New York Times says, "You just can't get the air in. How Hantavirus turns deadly."
Really? So your lungs are just totally full. This lady is freaking out about it. Hold on. I don't know if I should trust this lady. I mean, I don't even know her to begin with, but I'm going to try. Let's see what she says. Okay, hold on. Just stay by the dump button. All right? Stay by the dump button.
Okay.
She's upset about Hantavirus. She could curse.
On the boat with the Hantavirus and they want to get off. Well, I ain't trying to be heartless and cruel, but no, y'all can't get off. Stay out there. Listen, let them control it while y'all out there in the water. Hype them windows up.
I knew she was going to curse eventually. I knew she would curse eventually. Don't try to bring... She said, don't try to bring that S back over here on land. She's saying, stay on the boat. Hantavirus is on a boat and they want them off. Hell no. Let's see what the comments are saying. Are they agreeing with this lady? If it spreads, I'm going on unemployment. I'm not being an essential worker again. As a nurse, I support this completely. I cannot do another pandemic. What is Hantavirus? Here's somebody who posts a photo of the ship in the ocean with a giant finger pushing it underwater. Just sink them. What do we want to do with the Hantavirus people? All right, that's what I'm asking you today.
Pictures like this make me think, sometimes we deserve AI.
It's like it makes the cruise ship look like a toy that they're just pushing underwater. What do we do, honest to God, with the Hantavirus people Do we take them in? Do we bring them into our countries, into our hospitals? Or do we say, last time we had a problem with this, people were worried about canceling Chinese festivities while this sucker was spreading all around China. And next thing you know, I'm not trying to get all China virus on you here, but come on.
Sean, it was the Kung flu.
The Kung flu, whatever. Like, there was a lot of time to stop these things beforehand, but so many people were like, well, it would be racist against the Chinese people, Sean. And I'm like, I don't even care if this is an all Chinese ship. I don't care if it's an all Irish ship or an all Mexican ship. Sounds kind of fun. I don't care what it was. If these people got hantavirus floating around, we still don't know enough about it. But let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, some emails to get into. We'll take a quick break, come back with those. I got an update on our hookers in Hopetown story. All right, the man and his wife, the Hooker family, who are out in the Bahamas, in Hopetown in the Bahamas.
Oh, did his mother get better?
Well, we'll see. We'll see, because she fell off the boat that they were in and disappeared. But now we have our first new piece of bombshell information on the Hookers in Hopetown story out of the Bahamas. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
We tried replacing ourselves with AI, but it kept asking for PTO. So you're stuck with us. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
From the Odoo.com.
Welcome to Wednesday. You are now behind the scenes. Skull Mike is activated. Okay, I got to do a couple of things today. One is I'm supposed to get Instagram
is sponsored by Terminex.
For Real Radio.
It is termite season in Florida, and swarms have been identified in your area.
On my phone.
Cause costly damage. Don't live with the termite problem. Before you see termites this swarm season, Terminex it. Schedule a free inspection.
Okay, I think this is it. Is that it? Is that our password? All right, give me 1 second, folks. Bear with me. This is for you folks who don't think I'm a good company man. Add Instagram account. Shoot. What's Real Radio's Instagram? Real Radio 104.1. Okay.
Want a big green egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassey's Meat Market. They'll deliver it.
All right, password.
So that you'll be cooking before they leave.
69 eggs all over my legs. $sign. Let me in, baby. Ho, ho, ho! Wait, no, hold on.
Congestion, drainage, still there. And that sniffle just doesn't stop.
Try another one.
Say common allergy pills are associated with depression, weight gain, even dementia.
All right, I gotta stop that because it's gonna require me to do a little more work. Take a video selfie? All right, waiting for approval. Anyhow, good to see you, everybody. TNJ chat, good to see you. Hello to this Josh person in TNJ chat. Kevin, ex-swimmer, the Stepafeet. Hey to YouTube, hey to Twitch. Let's get fired up on a Wednesday here on the show. No birthdays today showing up. Remember, you can put your birthday in if you go to chat.thenewsjunkie.com. When you create your account, click on your name and it'll allow you to set your birthday. And then it'll come up on my sheet. All right, let's see. Hookers in Hopetown, some great emails coming in. YouTube is the redhead stepchild now? No, YouTube is the big behemoth, the beast. YouTube is the engine that makes it all move. I did no birthday wishes, man. What does that mean? I'm going to make 365 accounts so he says my name every day? All right. That's quite a caper. That's a lot of work to put into it. A couple of you said the podcast was skipping around yesterday. I don't know exactly why. Such is life. I don't know. Here we are. I got some news coming up a little bit later on about the contract situation. We'll talk about that at some point. Sloth World updates, and wait till we get into, I think we'll do at maybe 1 o'clock. I think we'll do the JPMorgan court documents. Oh my goodness. We got some good stuff here. But I asked you, if the Hantavirus cruise ship pulls up in your city, pulls up to port, and they said we want to let all these people out, do you say yes or no? When the Hantavirus cruise ship pulls up to your city, 90 seconds, when the Hantavirus cruise ship pulls up to your city and they say we want to let them out, do you say yes or no? You say bye? Bye-bye. Bye. That's what I would say. Yeah. I'm sorry. Unless you want to, take all of these people and put them in a gymnasium that you're going to keep them in for 90 days. No way, no how. Nah, dog. No, hell no. Florida Scratcher says, bring it. Mel says, nope. Yeah, can't we just have them chill on the ship? We'll bring you guys toilet paper and stuff. Yeah, exactly. On the boat. Stay on the boat. We'll hook you up on the boat, but stay over on the boat. Oh, we're coming back right now. Updates on the hookers in Hopetown story. C-Lane's rocking out in his studio. Lord only knows what he's playing. Here we go.
Potential. Either way, the podcast Superhuman documented it all, embedded in the games and with the athletes for a full year.
Within probably 10 days, I put on 10 pounds. I was having trouble stopping the muscle growth.
Search Superhuman on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
Johnny says the Hantavirus is not even airborne, people. Why would you deny that these people could unload on your city if the quarantine ship showed up where you are?
Because
Why
they're
would you
worried they're
deny
going
that?
to unload on their city. With just unload a Hantavirus.
It's like it's not airborne, people. Johnny says it's not airborne. Why would you be upset? Well, Johnny, I'm glad that you're fully confident that it's not airborne, but I'm fully confident of almost nothing. And I remember the last time we did the go-around here, and if we got like a couple of people on planet Earth on one ship, y'all can stay on the ship for a hot minute. We'll figure it out, all right? You guys chill there. Last time we did this, there was a handful of people, and we didn't want to inconvenience them too much, and we inconvenienced the entire planet, all right? There's a lot of people who got inconvenienced by that in the long run, but we'll see what you have to say about all this. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com.
I got sent an article that has some more details emerge about the patients on the cruise ship.
Oh, what's it say, C-Lane?
And it says the strain that's suspected is the Andes, A-N-D-E-S.
Andes, okay. All right.
The WHO says general risk to the public is low. Hantavirus infections are rare. Humans typically develop infections after Inhaling rodent droppings, including urine.
How do you get that close? Can you inhale it from far away?
Maybe it becomes like aerosolized?
I don't have to be getting up real close to the rat and like actually doing that much. I would hope not.
It's not known what strain. It's just a suspected strain. It's not known what strain is infecting the passengers. The most worrisome is the Andes strain, native to South America. That's the only strain of virus with documented human-to-human transmission. That's the one we got to be worried about.
Oh, boy.
Oh, great. Well, CNJ Forge on YouTube says, hold on, it's 100% airborne if you're catching it from rodent feces. I don't know about transmission between people, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's got to be airborne if you can inhale it, right?
Sure.
Huffing rat duke. Yes, Bootsy. Yeah. That's it's an aggressive move, but people are aggressive in 2026. That's just how it goes. All right, I got emails coming in from you to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I also have the Hookers in Hopetown story. That's in the Bahamas. That's where the man and his wife, the Hooker family, where they ended up going on a little dinghy, about a 6 to 8 foot boat, to head to their sailboat in Hopetown in the Bahamas. And she, according to her husband, she fell off into the water and she pulled the keys out of the boat when she fell off. And he said, look, I did my best. I couldn't find her, blah, blah, blah. And he said that there were some real issues because she popped into the water and she just floated off. Maybe she's on a little island somewhere, was his hope. Then he proceeded to get arrested by the Bahamian authorities. That's the Bahamas cops, for those of you not following along. The Bahamas cops investigated, but they didn't have enough to pin it on this husband. So they let the husband go. And then you guys probably remember, if you were listening to the show that day, this guy from the Hookers in Hopetown story, he went on camera and he had tears in his eyes and he started crying. Brian Hooker said, I will never leave. They will have to force me to stop looking for my wife. Tears rolling down his cheeks like that Indian in the commercial.
An authority bigger than me.
Yeah, there's an authority more powerful than me, C-Lane. You're right. An authority more powerful than me will have to drag me off of this island or I'll never stop searching for her. And then those tears sucked away. And within 48 hours, he packed his bags and flew the hell out of there because he said his mom was sick. And we haven't heard anything else about the mom, but
convenient.
We now, Josh, have a new bombshell update. So buckle up. Let's see what we got here. In the Lynette Hooker probe, the Coast Guard is now seeking information about a mystery sailboat. This says, all right. Federal investigators are now seeking the public's help in identifying the owners of a sailboat that may have been moored next to Lynette Hooker's vessel the night she disappeared in the Bahamas, marking a new development in the search for the missing Michigan woman. I'm going to stop for a second. Either of you know more about boats than me? Is moored just anchored right next to the ship if it says moored next to Lynette Hooker's vessel?
And identifying owners that may have been moored next to. I think so.
Moored is like located, stored, moored, parked. That's what I'm guessing from the context. I'm not a boat guy.
Moored refers to, this is moored here.
Moored.
All right. What did he say? What? That was a very effeminate delivery. One more time.
Moored.
Moored refers to a ship, boat, or object secured in a specific place using cables, anchors, or lines, ensuring it remains stationary. It signifies the vessel is fastened to a fixed structure like a dock, buoy, or pier, rather than drifting or using its own power. Past tense and past participle verb more.
Where's your sailboat? Well, we pulled in late last night and we're moored right next to you guys.
I'm moored so hard right now.
So weird. The U.S. Coast Guard Investigative Service, didn't know that existed. The U.S. Coast Guard Investigative Service, the criminal investigative arm of the service branch, is searching for additional information about Hooker's disappearance near Aunt Pat's Bay, near Elbow Cay and Hopetown on the night of April 4th, 2026. This woman is missing, and we don't know anything more about her. We haven't found a body, any of that stuff. According to sources close to the investigation, here's the juice. The CGIS, that's the Coast Guard investigators, has launched a search to locate the owner of a mystery sailboat that was moored near the sailing vessel's soulmate That's the hooker's sailboat.
Come on, Sean. What do you know how to say it.
There's moored near the Onpat Bay area that day in early April. Lynette Hooker and her husband Brian Hooker had been traveling aboard Soulmate before she vanished. The owner and occupants of this sailing vessel may have information relevant to what we're looking for, according to the Coast Guard memo obtained by CBS. So they've been looking beyond the dinghy route described in earlier accounts. And they're looking for the people in this mystery sailboat that was moored right next to the one that the Hooker family was on, right? And so if they're searching for this, you know what this is saying to me? If they're searching for this mystery sailboat that was moored right next to them, I would be inclined to believe that they think maybe she was possibly brought back to that sailboat, and the sailboat nearby may have seen something or heard a fight, or there's something that they know about this. So interesting. We'll see if they find these people. If you just pull up in a sailboat, is there records of you? Do you sign in anywhere?
I think it depends where you moor.
Yeah. Somebody says moored is a permanent anchor. If it is, then you would think that they would have to sign in somewhere. But I just don't know enough about sailing. Boat people, let us know what's right, what's wrong about all of that. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody is emailing about the Burger King resurgence. I'm telling you, I keep seeing it. I keep seeing all the people posting photos of eating Whoppers, and they're like, Burger King's back, baby. Look how photographic and just absolutely fantastic these things are appearance-wise after the changes here. And people have been saying, I counted Burger King out in the burger war. Maybe they're back. But this person says, just a hunch. I've been seeing commercials lately with Burger King intertwined with a new Star Wars movie, which means Disney probably said to Burger King, if you want this deal, you need to up your game now. Star Wars might have that kind of power. I'm not going to lie to you. They could, but I don't know if it's that. I think there's some new ownership at Burger King, and they said, let's start simple. Let's make all of these burgers that we make, these Whoppers, let's make them our pride and joy. Let's make the buns nice and firm. Got to have them firm buns. Let's make sure they look good, because people eat with their eyes. That's what they tell you. They eat with their eyes, baby. And you got to make sure you're making things look appetizing to them. Another one coming in from Kyle to tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean, I was listening to the Cinco podcast, and I noticed it skips at one point. I noticed it in the May 4th podcast as well. It's a small section of the show might have been cut out. I don't know if that's a you problem or an app problem, but I figured I'd bring it to your attention. Love the show. Keep up the good work. I don't know what's happening with that. If more people are experiencing that, let me know. One other person said there were skips yesterday. I don't know. Jameson said about the judge. The judge that you discussed on the show yesterday, which I'll bring you guys up to speed if you didn't catch this. The dude who tried to go into the White House Correspondents' Dinner with multiple guns and knives and was trying to commit mass murder, and if he really got what he wanted, kill President Trump and some other members of the cabinet. That was his goal at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. This guy who they ended up catching, and he's in prison now. When he went to prison, law enforcement said he was planning on dying, so we think there's a suicide risk for this guy. And we don't want one of these Epstein situations. We don't want this to get worse than it already is, so let's make sure we're putting this person in a padded room, make sure we're putting them on suicide watch, keeping the light on in there so we can keep an eye on them, et cetera, et cetera. And the judge in this case, and I thought this was insane. Like, we could look into what happened to this guy, but the judge apologized to the dude. The guy who was trying to commit mass murder was treated in an inhumane way by being in a suicide cell, according to the judge. And the judge was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That's how we started off the trial against this guy who tried to commit mass murder. Jameson says to tips at thenewsjunkie.com about weak judges. Sean, suicidal empathy is what's destroying this country, he says. So many crimes committed by repeat offenders because judges feel sorry for them. Need to get rid of weak judges and influencers that protect criminals, says Jameson. Jameson, here's the reason for that. You're going to be fed a lot of stuff on this topic. The reason for all of this is that among the different views of the world, one view that tends to be held by people who think this way the type of person that would apologize to a mass murderer, an accused mass murderer at the very least. The ideas that happen in that person's head are usually utopian ideas, in as much as they view everybody out there as a good person who may have been caught in a bad situation. They view homelessness like this. They view every other situation, mentally ill people on the streets. They view them all very much in the same way, where they think that these people are all good, safe people, instead of acknowledging that there are bad individuals and dangerous individuals in the world. When you look at things through those rose-colored lenses, it leans on you in a way where you go, I want to be empathetic and I want to help these people out. Well, some of these people don't need your help. The other people that are going to be around them eventually and maybe harmed or killed by them are the people who need your help. And a lot of judges view the world, a lot of people view the world, a lot of voters view the world through this lens of all of these people in these situations must be good people in their core that have run into bad situations. I don't view the world like that. Nick says, I view everyone as a dangerous animal. I don't view it that way either, but I am skeptical of looking at everybody through this lens where you say, hey, these people are all good people and we should treat them this way, because a lot of the bad people will absolutely, positively take advantage of that. That's my theory. What's yours? Hit us up with a dispatch or email over at thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, we got Sloth World updates on the way.
Oh,
We're
please
still
don't
going
say
to,
it's another one.
I don't know. We're going to find out. We're also going to attempt to infect Josh with hantavirus at some point during the show. And it's a mystery point during the show, to be fair, Josh. So,
Oh, that makes me feel better.
yeah.
Just breathe in real deep. You'll know.
You ever had a surprise birthday party?
Yes.
It's like that. Yeah, it's almost exactly
but I die
like
at
that.
the end.
Yeah. Well, not today. You know, it's like there's a long
I got
period
1
of
to 8
time.
weeks before it really kicks in.
Yeah. You could do the whole what's the bucket list song? You could do everything in that song.
Skydiving, Rocky Mountain climbing, 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
Yeah, exactly. You're started already. You got the list started. You could
All
do
right,
that
good.
whole song if you wanted to before we make this happen. So we have that, plus how you could get a master's
Jack is going to have
degree.
to play Fu Manchu.
I would now the stream is going off.
On
all right?
account of time constraint.
Jack with some bullhorns on him, and just that would be something else. How you could get your master's degree on your phone. And is it possible for somebody to earn a master's degree on their phone and you actually respect it? We'll talk about what's happening there. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Peace, love, unity, respect.
I would wear my knuckles down to a nub punching people in that place.
Oh, I thought it's just because you drag them.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Wednesday, we are going to be expecting this big warm up to take hold starting today. So we'll see sweltering temperatures with a high of around 93 degrees today in Orlando. That is well above normal. Our typical high is 87. And today is not the only day we're expecting the heat. As we head into tomorrow, we could actually see near record levels with a high of 96 degrees, 94 by Friday, and we'll cool back off, relatively speaking, into the low 90s for the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie.
It's not coming in gay. Coming in gay is not even a thing. Actually. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. God bless you. All right, real question for you, chat. Before we start digging into these court docs. I got the original court docs and the eyewitness testimony on that sexy JPMorgan case. We'll talk about that. There's a new university that promises people that you can get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree at your own pace solely from your cell phone. That's it. Just on your cell phone. No laptop, no in-person classes, no nothing. Solely on your cell phone at your own pace, you could get a master's degree. is there any possible way you would respect somebody with a master's degree they got on a smartphone? Yes or no? You can look at this a couple of ways. You could say, look, Sean, it's 2026. Sometimes you can present information to people without a teacher. People can investigate that, and they can learn just as much as if they were in a classroom somewhere. So there's no reason that solely getting a degree through your smartphone should be lesser than the college classroom experience. But it sure seems that way, doesn't it? It sure seems that way. I need to see them exercise their knowledge. Depends on if it's the XL size phone. So you're saying this one here? Get the fuck out of here. Oh. I'm going to have to make a statement to at least you, the streamer people. I do not know how to put this. In fact, I'm going to need a little more time to sort my thoughts on this. But I must say, ahead of this message that I absolutely need to deliver to you, we need to be able to, you and I, we need to be able to fundamentally separate what happens here on the stream with real life. Okay? I don't know if we can agree on that, but I hope so. We got 1 minute and we're back in a second. I just received a piece of information that highlights that there may be at least some contingency of the audience that is failing to properly separate the stream, this thing, and real life. Real life in the stream. Is this making any sense right now? Yes or no? Is this making any sense? I'll have to be more clear, I think, right? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. I was gonna say I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna take a quick break and do the show. And when we come back during the break, we have to talk about something. I think a minor line has been crossed. Okay? But hang on. All right, I'll tell you during the next break what happened, okay? Stand by.
Both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio. If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
On the show, it's the News Junkie on a Wednesday, and it's real good. Real good to be hanging out with you here on the show today. Learn more about what's going on the show every single day over at thenewsjunkie.com. Question for you, all right? C-Lane Josh, shoot me straight here. First of all, both of you,
Only way
I believe,
I can.
the both of you have attended at least some level of college. Yes?
Correct.
Right? Okay. Both of you have attended some level of college. So I think that you hold an interesting perspective on what I'm about to ask you here. There's a story out today that is talking about this university. I've never heard of it before, but maybe you have. Just because I haven't heard of something doesn't mean it's not a big deal somewhere. But it's something called Cornerstone University. And they have just launched a program which is going to offer up bachelor's degrees and master's degrees solely from your smartphone. All right, you're going to get your master's degree without going in a classroom, with just on your smartphone. That's what you're going to do, and you're going to get a master's degree through a mobile app. It says Americans looking to earn degrees at their own speed can now do so via their mobile phones after Cornerstone University tailored degree offerings in its business program to cater to students who prefer a self-paced program that can be completed on a smartphone. We developed the nation's first mobile platform to deliver an accredited undergraduate degree and a master's degree as well, all via your mobile phone. And so one of the beautiful things we've seen is the persistence rate from month to month is 91%. So students are sticking with this and completing it. Now, I ask you, is there any possible way you will respect the degree and diploma of somebody who is obtaining their master's degree or their bachelor's degree via an app on their smartphone? Are you going to respect that, or are you going to be like...
Is it accredited?
It says accredited. I think, did I say accredited in there anywhere?
You may have, and I might have
I don't know.
it.
I don't know if I did or not. It says there will be a associate's or bachelor's degree in strategic business management or a master's degree in organizational leadership. I don't know if it says accredited or not, but is it possible? Am I looking at this in an old man way? And the real truth is, Sean, it doesn't matter how you get the information in. If you learn how to speak Spanish on Duolingo, is it any different than you learning how to speak Spanish in person? I would argue probably yes. I would argue, yeah. If you said to me, Sean.
Yeah, and as much as it might have been easier for that person because Duolingo had better exercises and stuff than your traditional attending Spanish class.
And more effective.
Yeah.
Let me give you two real world examples, and you both tell me what your decision is in this case. High pressure case. Ready? There is a bomb at a bank, and a man.
Okay. All right. Hypothetical.
There is a bomb at a bank. It is a Wells Fargo bank. It is located on the corner. All right,
Sean?
hold on. All right.
It's getting a little specific.
Hold on. There's a bomb at a fake bank. In fact, there's a fake bomb at a fake bank. All right,
I was wondering.
And there's 5 fake hostages at this fake bank with a fake bomb. And the person who's holding these people hostage at the bank with the bomb is Spanish speaking. They are not a native English speaker. In fact, they've talked to the police and they don't speak English at all. We need to help these hostages out, because the hostages are in grave danger and this guy could kill them at any minute and blow up the bank. This is going to be very, very bad. And the person says, hey, Josh and C-Lane, you guys are going to make the decision here. Do we bring in somebody who just graduated the Duolingo Spanish app, or do we bring somebody who immersed themselves in Spanish culture and has been learning the language living in Mexico City for the last 2 years, the same amount of time that the person spent on the Duolingo app? Which one of those people are you going to choose to go in? The Duolingo graduate or the person who learned language by being in Mexico City for the same amount of time? Which one of those people are you going to send in to talk to the hostage taker in a high-pressured situation? You're going to pretend like Duolingo's the same, aren't you? You are. You are.
Correcto.
Yeah, I am going to take the person who learned the language on the ground and was actively speaking it and not talking to a little bird with an attitude problem.
That's fair.
Duolingo is great, but if I told you, second hypothetical, hey, good news, even though you have hantavirus right now, there's a doctor who knows how to do the procedure to get it out of your body. You have 2 choices, though. Door number 1 is the doctor who went to Harvard or some medical, prestigious medical institute and got his MD there. And the other one is somebody who used this app and they got their medical degree that
I think
way.
that's a terrible example because we always use that example. We always use this example, and the feedback from the audience is always like, Sean, C-Lane, Soft Josh, the doctor, to be able to be allowed to practice medicine has to do a lot of time in the field, being an intern, shadowing before you're up in the big leagues.
Sure.
There's a lot of real-world experience that you need to log. It's much like being a commercial airline pilot. There's a lot of hours that you have to fly, to prove yourself before you're, putting people's lives at risk.
Well, I'll agree to the addendum to the hypothetical. I'll agree that, yes, absolutely, it is real-world experience in almost every job that you could ever have or every level of expertise you could ever have. That is what gets you from somebody who doesn't know how to do something to somebody who knows how to do it very, very, very well, right? But with that considered, I still say you have two options. One is a doctor who just graduated school and has no actual real-world experience, and the other is a doctor who just graduated on a smartphone app. I think the truth is everybody's going to say, give me the real doctor. I don't think people respect diplomas that you're going to be getting on a smartphone. I just don't. Granted, this is for a master's degree in organizational leadership. So
that's it? That's the only one they offer?
That's the starter one.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we all agree, and we're trusting people who have gotten degrees completely online, 100%, never set foot in a school.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Right?
I know people who have done this. I know,
like University of Phoenix Online and stuff,
or just other like more localized. Like I think you can get a degree from UCF without really going there much.
Completely
right?
remote. Okay, all right. And do you have to take you have to have interactions with an actual professor?
Yes,
you do.
Emails back and forth. Yeah, you have to submit your assignments and stuff.
But you could do that through a smartphone, technically, right? You'd be able to do that.
What I was getting ready to say is I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody who already has either done this or done most of it on a cell phone. Like there was somebody posted this a year ago. Do you guys think it's possible to do a first semester of online college using only a cell phone? This person says he's starting their second degree. It's going to be online. But due to some financial difficulties, I can't afford a laptop for the next few months. Do you think I could start college studying on a cell phone or maybe a tablet?
Mm-hmm.
In my first degree, which is in person, my laptop ended up being much more useful than I imagined, and I depended on it almost 80% of the time. Now that it's 100% online, I'm afraid I'll depend on it more. And nobody said that they've actually done this. Somebody says, yes, it depends on the phone. Depends on your phone settings, the field your course is in, and your habits.
Depends on your phone settings. What on your phone settings is going to make this better for you?
You got to set it to degree mode.
Okay, then we're good. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah, with that.
See which says, okay, nobody's getting a medical degree on a smartphone, and Mel Bell says, I did my bachelor's and master's all online. Well, as far as the first statement there, nobody's getting a medical degree on a smartphone. I agree. Not yet. But the question I have is, can people learn this information in a way that will be impressive enough to you that you don't look down on them for having a master's degree from a cell phone app? Is that possible?
I'd actually be kind of impressed, depending on what degree they got. You got this on a cell phone?
I hope the answer is yes. I think in the future the answer could be yes, and I hope it could be yes. Why? Because that's the greatest equalizer of all. I support things like Khan Academy, Khan Academy. These are ways that people all over the world in third world countries, anywhere with any internet access, can access a massive library of knowledge to better themselves and make themselves smarter. And no matter their circumstances, they're born somewhere in Africa. They're born in the Congo. And they don't have a bunch of money. As long as they can get internet access, they can get access to the information that will then give them a level of knowledge that can make them able to take on the world like somebody else, some blessed person in the United States of America.
Now,
or a first world country. I think that's great if that could happen.
I know that it's a lot less than a degree, but this program that they're talking about, it still has a decent sized price tag. I don't know how it compares to other online colleges right now that are offering bachelor's or master's degrees. Weirdly enough, the price point has a higher price for the bachelor's than the master's, but maybe it's just,
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Says the Cornerstone's price point for its SOAR bachelor's degree, $24,000 from start to finish. And then I guess to upgrade to the master's is $12,000.
All right. Okay. Jason says the degree is not going to scream from a cell phone. It'll look like every other degree. Yeah, but if people know the cell phone school, it'll be like University of Phoenix Online. It'll be like, hey, I've got my master's in business. And you go, from where? And I say, University of Phoenix Online. This is going to be a butt of a joke or something. I want to see what you think about this. Let us know.
I got it from the University of American Samoa. We're good to go.
When we come back,
correspondence school.
I believe you. I've got a clip of a woman who's very upset about something she said has secretly been happening to all of us, and she's ready to blow the lid off of all of it. I'll play you her audio, and you can see if you agree with her. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's time to show you're weird. The 2026 Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival celebrates 35.
Okay. Let's chat. Real quick, Switzerland, some breaking news. Switzerland is reporting a case of hantavirus in a man who recently traveled on the Hantavirus cruise ship. Here's the story very, very quickly, before we have a bit of a conversation. The person is tested positive for hantavirus in Switzerland. The man had returned from a trip to South America and with his wife at the end of April. He noticed the symptoms. He called his GP and went to the hospital. There he was immediately placed in isolation. A test that was carried out showed that he had hantavirus. It concerns the Andes virus, a hantavirus in South America. The hantavirus variant is person-to-person transmission in rare cases. However, that's only through close contact. His wife accompanied him on the trip. She has not yet shown any symptoms, but is self-isolating as a precaution. Okay. Eerie vibes here. Eerie vibes with the hantavirus talk. So, let's chat. We must separate what we do here from real life, please, folks. I have just been informed that someone has now thrown a hot dog on top of the roof of my house. I have zero interest in becoming the Breaking Bad house of Orlando. I have zero interest in collecting Chick-fil-A sauce packets, hot dogs, pizzas, or various other food items on the roof of my very real house that unfortunately far too many of you already know where it is at this point. I ask of you, please, respect what we do in this space. Please do not show up at my house and throw hot dogs on my roof. I feel like this is not a very big ask, but my roof is not a trash can, and I'm going to tell you that I don't want this to occur again. Please cease from any further hot dog, sauce, pizza, or any other type of objects and the throwing of them on my house. Thank you for your attention to this important matter. Did the camera catch it? I'm sure. Did it have a bun or was it just a wiener? 2 minutes. It appears to have a bun. It appears to have a bun. You sound like Trump? Where would you get that from? Hey, what the hell? Why is it so dim? Hey! Hey, what the hell, man? That's interesting. I'll have to fix that after the show. My production screen just got dim in here. All right. We'll sort that afterwards. Did they use the yellow mustard or the spicy brown mustard? I do not know just yet. I only know that the Chick-fil-A sauce is no longer on the roof, and now there is a hot dog on the roof of my house. That's all I know. That's all I can share with you. Waffle House disgruntled ex-employee? Possibly? Is it a drive-by situation? I don't know. I haven't investigated yet. I can only tell you the basic details. There's a hot dog on the roof. All right, and I don't want a hot dog on the roof. In fact, I'll go as far as to say I don't want any food items thrown on the roof of my house. And because sometimes I have to be very particular, I'll say that I just don't want anything at all thrown on the roof of my house. My very real house in the very real world. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Okay. Here we go. Coming back.
478-6430.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, COIN. C-O-I-N. COIN. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jackracket fall.
Quick talk. All right. And we'll get this all sorted out here momentarily. It's important information forthcoming. Welcome to the world's most viral newsroom. Learn more about the show over on thenewsjunkie.com. I can't believe I have to make this statement on air, but I guess that I do. I guess that in light of recent events, I need to make a bit of a statement here just to get this out to everybody so we're all on the same page. You may remember from listening to the show not that long ago that I told the story about somebody tossing a Chick-fil-A sauce packet onto the roof of my house. I said that Courtney discovered this sauce packet, and then I was hesitant to want to climb up the ladder. It was dangerous up there. And then scoop the sauce packet, this Chick-fil-A sauce packet that some lunatic threw up on the roof of my house, out of there. And we did it. We got the Chick-fil-A sauce packet out of there. I have just been informed that it has been replaced. But not with a Chick-fil-A sauce packet, with a whole ass hot dog. There is an entire hot dog on the roof of my house. And I cannot believe that I have to say this, but I have no interest in my house being the Breaking Bad house. All right? I don't want people coming by and throwing pizzas on top of my roof. I'm
Don't give them options.
Like, I'm already annoyed that so many people know where my location is and look me up and send me photos of my house and say creepy things and say horrific things in emails sometimes. You know, I'm a little horrified by that. But now we have like the real world crossing with the show. And I just want to tell you, absolutely 100%, like, do not throw stuff on my roof. Like, no matter what, anything, no nothing, no food items, no non-food items, no nothing on the roof of my house. C-Lane made fun of me one time because I have utilized the few resources I have to censor my house on Google Street View. It's one of the few
How's that
things
working
that I
out
can
for
do.
you, hot dog boy?
And C-Lane makes fun of me for censoring my house on social media after I get horrific emails from people. It'll be like, here's your house. I'm on my way. And I want to kill you. And real funny stuff like that. And they'll be posting my house, and I'll censor it. And C-Lane's like, you dummy. This is they can still find your house. They still know what it looks like. What are you doing?
Oh, guess what? Even
yeah, go ahead. Give me some good advice. Why don't you? No, this is a great moment here. We're really helping out, aren't we?
Are there a lot of houses on your street that are censored?
Yes, all of them are censored.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, they call it the censored street for that exact reason. Strangely enough, yeah. It's all the houses are censored, so that's not going to be any sort of giveaway or indicator for you. Nilks or something says, get a camera. Sir or madam, I do not know. I never know with people in chat. Sometimes you guys have what I think are men names, and you turn out to be women. Sometimes you have female names, you turn out to be men. I don't know what's going on over there. But I do have a very good security system, and I have cameras covering every single inch of my property and backed up and all of those things. I have not gone through this yet to see who the culprit was, who decided that they would throw a hot dog on the roof of my house. So just to put it out there, please don't come out to my house. Please don't throw things at my house. Please have more respect. I have the very smallest of asks. I don't think I'm being asky from my position of just please don't do that. Thank you for your consideration to this matter, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. There you go. There's my statement.
Praise be
We're
to
now
Allah.
going to move past it. Praise be to Allah. Whoever it is you worship, do I have to be inclusive on this?
Yes.
I'm including everybody.
Well, now
She
name
said,
all the gods.
NLKS is a female. I don't know with you people. NLKS is naughty little kittens. Well, how was I supposed to know that?
I think it's naughty little kitten slut.
Well, how was I supposed to know that? You think I can?
Now you know.
I don't know that. There's men with women's names. What, naughty little kitten slut? I'm sorry. Well, I'll repeat my claim. I would appreciate it if naughty little kitten slut and all other associated people did not throw items on top of my roof. This is the real world, and I will shoot you in your face. Okay? That is my final statement. Naughty little kitten slut, good night and good luck. I've covered my bases now. I think I've gotten this under control. Okay,
Totally.
here's the woman who has uncovered a massive scam, she says. And she wants to let the world know about this. Now, I've got the audio for you here, and I'm going to play this. She does curse, but I think I got it with the AI censorship tool that we use here, I believe. But we'll find out. She's just gone shopping, and this woman has a very particular set of skills. And she says that we are being ripped off. All right, we are being ripped off. Here is this woman speaking. Let's listen in.
Home Depot, get it says there's 100 screws in here. There's not. I just counted them because I opened it and I was like, listen, I've won a few of those jelly bean in the jar contests, and this does not look like 100.
All right, so she says she's gone to Home Depot. She has a particular set of skills. She's won a few, not one, but a few of those jelly bean in the jar contests.
Good for her.
This is impressive stuff, Josh.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. She says she's done it multiple times.
It sounds like this was the hero that we needed, Like, if anybody needed to uncover this, we needed a Jelly Bean in the Jar competition winner to also require some DIYing around the house to uncover this massive scam.
So you're saying Home Depot just didn't expect this. They didn't expect these two worlds to collide. And somewhere at the Home Depot, board meeting, they go, don't worry. The twain shall not mix. No one will be an expert bean counter and also show up to see that we're ripping you off and not putting enough screws in the package. But she noticed.
So I dumped them out. 73. There's 73 screws in here.
Not 100.
You guys owe me 27 screws. And I can't return them because y'all are just going to think that I opened them and took whatever screws I needed out. I'm not that bitch.
You could return them.
She says, I'm not that bitch. I'm not that bitch. Stop ripping us off. We ordered 100 screws, and we got 73. And MFQ, real quick, on YouTube says, this is a class action lawsuit waiting to happen against Home Depot. Am I crazy? But wasn't it a class action lawsuit against Subway when we found out their subs weren't really 6 inches long or a foot long?
True, but I think maybe you needed, for that to be successful as a class action lawsuit, more than one sub, or you needed a substantial amount to know that you're being ripped off for that. What Josh just said is ultimately true, and I think the culprit here. Josh said, you can return them, and I think you can, and I think that's why she found herself with 73 screws.
Really?
Because I think there's a lot of cheapos.
Really?
A lot of cheapos. One of the things I've learned about going to different home improvement style stores is to be very wary, especially when you're buying like packs of screws or stuff like this.
Yeah.
Staples, something people think they're not going to need a lot of. Some of the packages aren't very secure or sealed. But to check on stuff like that, because there are some cheapos that will go use 27 screws.
People would do that and then return the screws. How much are screws?
Or they'll just pop the packaging open and pocket a handful of screws.
Aren't screws like $2?
Doesn't matter.
Am I crazy?
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Mm-hmm. Scott Marino, I don't know if it's the Scott Marino, the legendary Scott Marino, but Scott Marino on YouTube says, because it happens so often, I now buy my screws on Amazon. It's the same price, but you get twice as many because the people aren't stealing out of there. Is this what life has come to? Is our low trust society escalating to such a point where we can't trust that our screws have enough screws in them because other people steal the screws? Is this where we're at? Like, this is the low trust society that leads to everything being locked up at the grocery store or I should say the big box store maybe more often. These are the kind of things that lead to these bad outcomes. Stop stealing the screws and stop throwing stuff on my house. Both of those things related. Slutty little kitten. I'm looking at you. All right.
Naughty little kitten slut.
Naughty little kitten. Naughty little kitten slut. Wait, I don't think she ever said what the S is. Well, I want to get it right. Naughty little kitten. Okay, for future reference. I think you added the slut in, if I'm honest. I don't know if she added the slut in there, and I'm not going to do that. She said naughty little kitten, and then I don't think she...
S ... L ... U ...
Really? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, did you get stuck with that username from way back in the day and then just keep it?
It's AIM.
I do think that would be... I think I've heard somebody say this before. It might have been a comedian in a stand-up bit. Like, it would be amazing if we only got to pick one email address or username online, and the one that we picked when we were like 13 was the one that stuck with us.
I would still be DeBomb2469.
And you'd
that
be
one's
way cooler.
Cool.
Yeah, you'd be way cooler. What was your early screen name, Josh?
I had just seen The Godfather for the first time, but so let that preface. The Godfather as a username, believe it or not, was already taken. So I got to be The Godfather Dog.
Wow. I wish you were still the Godfather Dog.
DAWG?
No, DOG.
Oh.
I wish Bob Pittman came by and was like, hey, young man with a real fine head of hair here. Joshua is what they're saying your name is? Joshua, I think you're doing a great job. I'm going to need to email you. And you go, great. Dogfather?
The Godfather Dog.
Godfatherdog at AOL.com, if you don't mind. Just send me an email over there. That's the place for it to go. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take your dispatches. And if you want to tell us when you sign off from your dispatch what your first username was online, so we could see what it would be if you were stuck with it, you could do that too. Send your dispatch and sign off with that today over at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. Back in a moment. They are removing
more
something.
The Godfather dog.
The Godfather dog is going to get hit hard when I tell him what they are removing from one of the biggest airlines, and it is absolutely going to cause an issue for some of you. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Russ, if Ryan gets a speedboat, the next day's headline is going to be this: Captain Corn Carney causes carnage at Causeway.
Ah, damn, he did.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome behind the scenes. What's going on here? If I unplug this, am I going to screw something up? Stand by, I might break something.
It actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StreetTalk.com. Orlando, this is your last chance.
Did I fix it? Hang on.
The Orlando Storm take on the DC Defenders at the Gator & Co Stadium. It's hats off to the Heroes Night as we honor the brave men and women who serve our community and our country. Be there for hard-hitting football, a playoff push, and
Sean mistook me for a man over the weekend. I know, Barbecue Baby. That's what I'm talking about. Barbecue Baby 666. When you guys hear the username Barbecue Baby 666, do you think man or woman? Weigh in on this. Barbecue Baby 666. Do you think man or woman? Sean's OCD is going to go crazy with that monitor. It's just... Oh, is it just dust? Oh, goodness. Oh, it's just quite dusty. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. I think I still need to turn up the brightness. It's a little better. God, that was dusty, folks. Sorry, I'm back. Hello? Hey.
I mean, maybe why wouldn't a bird get it, right?
Get the hot dog?
Yeah, birds. We've seen a squirrel.
I swear to God, sometimes I wonder about you.
You've never seen a bird with a hot dog?
Do you think a bird could pick up a whole ass hot dog?
We saw one with a whole ass fish last weekend.
That was like a hawk or something.
A hawk is a bird.
A hawk is not going to eat a hot dog.
If I was a hawk, I'd eat a hot dog.
The Courtney Hawthorne story. If I was a hawk, I'd eat a hot dog. By Courtney Hawthorne. Jesus. Okay, be safe, please. See you later. Bye.
Hey, I still have to use my first email.
What? Oh, eating spaghetti in bed or something? Oh, no. I probably shouldn't say what your email is. No, no, tell me.
No, there's numbers on the side.
Oh, okay. Vegetable rice and peas? That's a really bad one. Oh, okay. See you later. Bye. Weirdo. A bird ain't gonna take a whole ass hot dog off the house. All right, Delta is removing something from flights very, very soon, and it is going to rock your mind and blow your world? Don't say get him, Courtney. Don't say get him, Courtney. Out of curiosity, let me just test the waters here. Considering everything that is put into this show every single day, and how much time I spend hanging out with you, who do you like better, me or Courtney? Sean or Courtney? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Who do we like better? Is this a trick question? No, it's not. Why would it be a trick question? Why do you do this to yourself? Courtney, but don't take it wrong. How else am I supposed to take it? Do you have another way that I can take this? Mr. Predicto, are they going to say they like Courtney more than me?
I am confident it is no.
All right. Well, that's good news. Now all I have to do is not look at chat for the next 60 seconds. Has Courtney ever yelled at us? Somebody says, Courtney, Lady Dog, and then Sean? I'm third on the list? Courtney, Lady Dog, and then Sean? Yikes. All right, we're coming back. Let's talk about this big change for Delta Airlines. And they say it's because of the Iranian war, the war on Iran. I don't know if they're bullshitting us. But here we go. Courtney, Lady Dog, the hot dog thrower, and then Sean? The hot dog thrower is before me?
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. COIN. C-O-I-N. COIN. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
It's a viral newsroom. Thanks for spending time with us each day. We want to make sure we're helping you drag through this Wednesday here on the show. Learn more about what's happening at the News Junkie on thenewsjunkie.com. And now I have some bad news for you. Delta has made a change. And when I look at this, I go, I don't know. I feel a little bit like Delta is saying, well, Spirit Airlines went under. People's expectations are pretty low. I feel like Delta's saying, yeah, there's like a war in Iran right now for whatever reason. So I guess, we could probably get away with doing something like this.
I mean, the change to their website?
No, it's a change for if you're
to the
flying.
Front office? If you're flying.
If you're flying.
If you're actually flying.
Oh, you know what? Forget it, dude.
What a shocker, what a surprise. It's a top story as long as it flies.
I don't have enough problems today.
Wild and insane, and as you might have guessed, we're back on the plane.
You don't have enough problems? You don't have enough? I don't have enough? Delta Airlines.
Sorry to pile on your hot dog hell that you're living in.
It's not great, C-Lane. It's not great. It's real world things. Not great, all right? Now, after the show, I got other things to do. I've got a million other things to do. And I got to add to the list that I got to get a hot dog off the roof. That's not a fantastic thing, honestly. But here's the story. Let me bring this up in front of me so you don't think I'm making things up. But Delta is now making a move. And this story says, Delta cuts food and beverage service on short flights, which always reminds me of the Michael Scott moment where he thought he was going to get the the first class meal, and he was only going to Canada, and it wasn't far enough of a flight. So they're like, we don't serve meals on flights shorter than an hour and a half. But this is Delta saying we are cutting food and beverage service on short flights.
Boo.
And I think they're blaming Iran. I think they're blaming Iran for this. Let me see what the story says.
All right. Does that mean when we wipe out Iran, when it's just a pile of dust, they're going to get the little mini bottles back out for the short flights?
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah.
If you're taking a short Delta Airlines flight this summer, you won't receive food and beverage service. The airline said it's making changes to its in-flight food and beverage service, including removing the offering from about 450 daily flights, or 9%. Beginning May 19th, Delta is adjusting onboard beverage service to create a more consistent experience across our network. The Atlanta-based airline carrier will no longer provide any food or beverage service on flights of 349 miles or less, including routes such as Los Angeles to San Francisco. Delta will also offer full food and beverage service on flights of 350 miles or more for Delta Comfort and Delta Main cabin passengers, which is about 14% of its daily flights. I don't know what's going on with Delta. It's so convoluted. You got Delta Comfort and Delta Main cabin and Delta this and Delta that and Delta you ain't getting no food and Delta Trouble and Delta Starve. And
so they're even dropping food and drink service from first class on these short flights?
Yes. Well, no.
It says
Delta First customers will continue to receive full service on all flights.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
So that's another kind of thing. Delta First, Delta Burke, Delta Comfort, Delta Main Cabin,
Delta can help you.
There's a lot of options. Even on the small number of flights without beverage service, our crew will continue to be visible, available, and focused on caring for our customers. Thank you.
That's nice.
So you mean to say I'm going to be holding on for dear life in turbulence, but because my flight is 349 miles long, you are going to tell me, I'm sorry, sir, even though we are visible and available, we are not able to bring you a Captain and Coke right now. Sorry, we can't do it. The vodka soda is going to have to wait, Sean. We can't do it for you. We've seen that you have tinkled in your pants. We have noticed that. It's been some discussion amongst the flight crew here, and we're visible, we're available, and we are focused, but we are not bringing you a drink. Currently, Delta flights of 251 miles or more offer at least a complimentary snack and beverages to all cabins, according to the website. The airline joins other major U.S. carriers that don't provide in-flight service on short flights. According to United Airlines, snacks are offered on any flights over 300 miles. Meanwhile, American Airlines doesn't offer food and beverages on flights that are under 250 miles. I want it on every flight. I want it on everyone. You guys remember when, was it all three of us on this flight? I don't know. Sealand was on the flight with me, I think. When we flew on a plane one time, and it was like taking a cab. We flew on a plane from one airport to the other airport, and it was about an 8-minute or 10-minute flight or something.
That was New Smyrna, we had to fly into Daytona to go through customs, but our cars were at New Smyrna. That's where we had flown out of originally. So we had to just go, get checked into the US of A, and then it was about a 5 to 8 minute flight from New Smyrna to Daytona, or Daytona Beach to New Smyrna.
I want full service on that flight too. I do. Yeah, I want somebody coming by.
I sat in the cockpit for that flight.
I want them saying, we've reached 100 feet, so you can use your portable electronic devices since we're not going anywhere near 1,000 feet. I mean, we were flying over the treetops, folks. It was not a long flight for us. But now they're taking food and beverage away on these smaller flights. And I know that you're going to ask a question, so I'll answer it ahead of time. You're going to ask a question, well, Sean, does that mean that my flight is going to be cheaper? No, it's not.
Why would it?
Yeah, your flight is going to be more expensive, actually, on account of the Spirit Airlines getting crushed thing. So good luck out there, all you people at the airport. I should get any other flying stories out of the way now, lest I get hit with the song again. Or do I get hit with the song even though it's the same segment? Do I?
No, you just get a little...
I get a little one? I get just a little teeny one, if that's the case. All right, I want to tell you a quick story because this has grabbed my attention. And we might as well work it in here. How many of you, by a show of hands, I mean that you could just say yes or no, in chat or here on the show, we'll start with here on the show with Sealand and Josh. How many of you have been to Animal Kingdom The theme park. The animal theme park. You see Ryan's hand is up. All right, it's two. We got 3 out of 3. We've all been to Animal Kingdom.
Not a zoo.
The theme park, which does feature animals and some great rides and some amazing food. There is a bit of a problem at Animal Kingdom because one particular person who was on a ride. Now let's go back around again because a lot of people in chat say they've been to Animal Kingdom. It's a great place, fun place. Josh and Sealand have been. Have you guys been on the Kilimanjaro Safari at Animal Kingdom?
Is that you're in like the truck driving through the yeah, I did that a long time ago.
Yeah, you get on this truck. Did you do that too, Sealand?
I don't think I've been on a lot of the rides there.
You get on a truck and you drive through a safari area. And for me growing up, it was like Lion Country Safari. Lion Country Safari was the zoo near us. Waxahachie, Florida. Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't count Waxahachie, Florida for that area, but Lion Country Safari was the zoo where you stayed in your car. You drove through the zoo. Still is to this day. And it was a fun time. Loved it as a kid. You get to drive through. And that's what they do at Animal Kingdom for the Kilimanjaro Safari. You get in this safari truck. You have your safari guide on a CB, and they're like, oh, welcome to the tour. You're going to see animals out the right side and left side. And here's some of the animals you'll see. And they'll show you elephants and flamingos. I don't know why I cited those. Those are not impressive animals on the rhinos and hippos and lions and all the rest. Cheetahs. They'll show you all the animals as you're on your Kilimanjaro Safari tour. There is just one very consistent, very big rule. Stay inside the car. That did not happen for one of the rides recently. A man jumped out of the ride vehicle on the Kilimanjaro Safari to pee in the bushes during the wild animal safari in a vehicle. He jumped out of the ride through a zoo with dangerous predatory animals all over the place.
Okay. While I do think this is stupid of this person to do, as a fellow passenger, I would have been glad that he didn't pee in the safari vehicle.
True.
Yes. I mean, alternatively, I think they make a joke about how long the safari tour is going to take, but it doesn't really take 5 days. I think they make a joke about it taking that long. It's just like 20 minutes or something. I would think you could hold it, but I guess not. The person says, I had to. Disney guest jumps out of Kilimanjaro Safari's truck to pee in the bushes. It's not exactly rare for Disney guests to jump out of ride vehicles, says WDWNT. But it is rare to see them do so they could pee in the bushes in full view of fellow guests, cast members, and the animal residents of Disney's Animal Kingdom. If only one of those animals would have just chomped off your junk, my friend, as you flopped it out. The video begins as the guest reaches the bushes several yards away from the Kilimanjaro Safari's truck. Somebody filmed it. You want to see this? You think they're going to curse? Josh, stay by that button again.
Oh, man.
He's peeing. They stopped the vehicle.
They're going to kick him out of the park now.
They're going to kick him out of the park, yeah. Why is he somebody's what? Like, why is he doing that?
What do you think he's doing? He's got to pee.
How could he?
He got off the animal safari ride to pee in the bushes. It says, so this happened today during the Animal Kingdom safari ride.
He's going to get kicked out of the park.
His son is looking at him as he's peeing in the bushes.
Daddy, hurry up.
Oh, no. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
The little kid goes, Daddy, hurry up. Right here.
Daddy, hurry up. They're waiting for you.
Everybody's waiting for you, Daddy.
He's going to get kicked out.
What's he looking for, the little kid said. The safari vehicle is stopped behind him. He's still peeing in the bushes.
Is he going to wash his hands?
Long one.
Some guy with the real concern. Is he going to wash his hands, he says? Is he going to wash his hands? All right, is he coming back here? Dad, come on, shake it. All right.
I'm super sorry, I had to.
Ooh,
and he jumps back up on the side. He says, I'm super sorry I had to. No. You're done, right? Like you're you're probably permabanned from that park, I would
Possibly,
think.
or all of the Disney property.
You jump off of the ride in the middle of a zoo tour. I think you're done for. I really do. Let us know. Maybe you work over there. You got some experience with this, but this guy's got to be screwed, I would think. A couple of stories about this. Guest stopped Kilimanjaro safaris to use the bushes. The video is wild. After finishing, he returns to the vehicle. Guests are not permitted to exit the vehicle. It's not clear if the guest received any consequences, such as being removed from the park. Oh, I mean, there's no shot. They just gave him like a slap on the wrist. I wouldn't think so. I would think you'd be in trouble no matter what. I got another incident where people started fighting at a theme park. We'll get to that a little later in the show. Speaking of theme parks, Lost World, I got your update on that. I'm still going to give it to you, whether you want it or not. The craziest mother
Just
on
like
planet
X.
Earth attacking beavers. All of that, plus the hot sheet, is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by...
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Breaking news. Very important, majorly important breaking news. Very hugely important stuff here. The streamer Clavicular is now facing criminal charges for allegedly shooting a dead alligator in the Everglades, according to the Miami New Times. Miami State Attorney Catherine Rundle says Clavicular did unlawfully and knowingly discharge a firearm in public or on or over the right-of-way on a public paved road, highway, or street. Clavicular is reportedly facing a misdemeanor charge of reckless discharge of a firearm. He's facing 1 year in jail, $1,000 fine, and permanent frame mogging for life from the ASU frat bro. Good, says MFQ. Good. Can't believe that guy jumped off the Animal Kingdom ride to go pee in the bushes. Just pee your pants, man. Was it an Indian dude pissing? Nah, I don't know what. Ted Turner just died? I saw that before the show. And I think collectively, I heard the United States of America say on the news of Ted Turner dying, that guy was still alive? Am I right? I think the collective reaction about Ted Turner, the man who gave us CNN for better or for worse, the man who gave us Turner Broadcasting, TNN, various other networks, the man who purchased a large swath of the United States of America, a smart man who made a lot of money in his day. I think most people thought he was dead. More like dead Turner. Nice. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I did see Ted Turner die, though. Don't know much about him other than his media involvement. And he was a big media mogul for sure. I think he was the one who was responsible for the creating of what they called, I might be wrong about this, I think he was responsible for the creation of the Superstation. Is that right? Did Ted Turner create the Superstation? He owns more of New Mexico and Colorado than the government does? That can't be true. Fact check time. Does Ted Turner own more of... Hang on, I gotta figure out what the person said. Does Ted Turner own more of New Mexico and Colorado than the government does? Is that true?
It's a fun rumor, but no, Ted Turner doesn't own more land than the government. He is a huge private landowner. He's got massive ranches across places like New Mexico and Montana. But the federal government owns huge swaths of land, especially in the West, far more than any individual ever could. So he's big, but Uncle Sam is bigger.
Thank you. Did he invent the superstation?
He absolutely did. Ted Turner took a local Atlanta UHF station, WTBS, and in the 1970s, he beamed it nationwide via satellite, which basically birthed the concept of a cable superstation. So you can thank him for pioneering a lot of modern cable TV.
Interesting. I was right and you were wrong. I was right and you were wrong. I want you to admit, cop to it. Cop to it, chatter. I'm ready for your mea culpa. I want you to tell me that you got it wrong and you're sorry.
It's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically.
Here we go.
Again, 800-478-6430.
When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
This portion of the News Junkie is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Well, hang on. Wasn't Ted Turner already dead? I feel like everybody had to have the same response that I did to that. Like Ted Turner dead at 1,000,000 years old, and I thought I've seen this headline before. I thought he was already gone.
Clearly,
no.
you haven't.
I have not. Real quickly before we get into the hot sheet here, somebody sent over this tweet that's starting to pick up steam. And it's kind of one of these things about modern music and my takes on modern music that I've told you in the last couple of months here about how one of the interesting things happening currently is younger people do not care if music is new or old or whatever. I told you about this young girl riding around like a lunatic in my neighborhood. Saw her again yesterday. She rides around. She's blaring music on her little scooter, hauling ass through the neighborhood. But her soundtrack is so good that I've gotten 3 rejoins from it, and I have to give her respect. I have to give her respect. She's the best.
Josh, she thinks he's videotaping her because he keeps trying to Shazam her playlist.
Yeah, she drives by, and I'm like, oh, I grab my phone real quick, and I bring it out. I'm like, hey, what's this song? And I'll get whatever song it was. And it's usually stuff that is against me. I mean, stuff that's not new. This is not new
Anti-Sean
music.
songs, really?
It's not. No, it's the band against me. The band against me. Sink Florida Sink was one of the ones that I said she was driving around listening to. There's a catchy, great song. I was like, this girl's got good taste. Look at her go. She's not listening to the newest bands. She doesn't care. She'll listen to anything because it all sounds new. None of it sounds like old ass parent music anymore. And somebody on X.com said, this radio station is called Classic Rock, but it's playing current music like Pearl Jam and Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thread is about how, like, oh, these people think this is current music now. Why are we even saying classic rock anymore? All one up you.
I think OP is being a little bit facetious.
Freezing.
Of course. But I will tell you this, interestingly enough, was this an internal email? Was this an I Heart Suits email? I don't remember who it was. I heard this past week.
I think it was a industry rag.
Was it? Okay. One of the industry magazines reported on this in radio right now that almost all, like a large portion of the classic rock stations have now dropped the word classic. They do not say classic rock anymore. There are only a couple of them in the country that are so tied to it and so branded by classic rock that they're sticking with it. They are now instead just calling them rock stations. And so they'll be Rock 96.
Some sort of delineation or, way to distinguish between new rock and...
Yep, but that's the point, isn't it? Isn't that the point, that young kids don't delineate between old rock and new rock? It's just rock. They don't care what it is. They just want to listen to rock music. And also, maybe what they'll realize
They don't care.
here,
They just no longer want to wear socks.
True. There's a lot of that going on. I'm part of that movement, too. There's a lot of that going on. But what is that? What song is that from? Is that?
I was just saying, like, they don't care. They just want their socks rocked off. They want to rock your socks off.
It was so easy to pick up on, I'm surprised you missed it.
This is worse than Chunky. This is
Chunky.
This is way worse than the Chunky bit. All right, this one was like, folks. This happens on the show every once in a while. Sealand throws out something. I have no idea what he's talking about, so I just go along with it. And
oh yeah, cool. I don't want to wear socks either.
What the hell are you talking about? Classic rock. They don't talk about classic rock anymore. Somebody says WJRR radio station is classic rock. Is it though? Hold on. WJRR.com. Is that their radio station? Orlando's rock station. No, it doesn't say classic rock anymore.
Yeah, because they were never classic rock.
They weren't?
No.
But I'm telling you, you saw what I saw. They have changed the names and the branding on these radio stations to no longer be classic rock. Now I'll tell you, message to the suits. I know I'm the spoken word radio guy. I'm the guy who yells into the microphone over here. I know that's what I do, and that's what I get paid for. But I will give you some advice.
You are pretty classic, though.
On the music side, I'm not. Oh, shoot. Am I? I might be classic. I will tell you this. The next thing that you'll learn, watch the kids do all this stuff. You don't have to stick to any particular years of music. You could play anything from all over the place. People are into all different stuff. They don't care about generations of music anymore. You could play it all, and they will dig it. The young kids will dig it. Play it for them, for God's sake, and stop worrying about all these different categories of different types of rock music. Or I remember there's a guy who I worked with in radio one time, kind of a legend, and Lee Abrams is his name. You can look him up. Lee Abrams pioneered album rock, and he's a bright guy. I've worked pretty closely with him a couple of times. And Lee Abrams would say, like, no, you can have prog rock, or you can have album rock, or you can have this, you can have that. And with all due respect to a smart man who gets innovation on some level at least, I've always disagreed with that. I'm like, people don't care about the categorization of music. And I wish, honestly, people did that with politics more.
I think some of the people that like more of the mainstream stuff will listen to some prog rock.
I wish people did that. What I'm saying is this. I wish people did that with politics more. So people will be like, are you a Republican or a Democrat? You don't do that with music. You in particular, Sealand, you like all sorts of genres of music. You like all kinds of stuff.
But there were people, especially growing up, especially when you're younger, there were people that tend to pigeonhole themselves to like one kind of corner of music and make it their identity.
Yeah. I wonder if it's fading.
It's fading now, but back in the day it was like, somebody just asked me the other day. We were just chit-chatting in the hallways. I was like, were you a heavy metal kid or a goth kid? And I was like, actually, I was neither of those.
Metal.
But I mean, the two did not oft overlap when they were making those divisions.
What about Josh? What does he strike you as? Looking at him. Taking a look at him.
Grateful Dead. Look at this guy.
He does look like a hippie. Yeah, he does. He strikes me as a hippie. Like, if any of the three of us have a hit of LSD in our pockets, it's Josh. He's the guy who has it. I'm not saying he does, but if one of us did, he'd be the guy.
Well, if I got Hantavirus, I might as well take it now.
Only one of us has a butterfly on their shirt, so
whatever that means.
He's right. If he's getting Hantavirus, he's right. He might as well. All right, let's do the hot sheet.
Check the hot sheet. It's news, but not like real important news.
Best investigative reporting on the planet.
The top stories from the people on your screens and speakers are on the hot sheet with C-Lane.
I almost keep forgetting to wait for With C-Lane. It would be really stupid of myself to talk over that. It's the nonsense news. It's the stuff that people are talking about, and it's brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. And we start with David Letterman, who is not mincing words when talking about his old bosses over at CBS. They say he's not biting his tongue, calling the owners of CBS lying weasels for canceling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert due to financial reasons, which Letterman seems to be putting in quotes. The former Late Show host recently sat down with New York Times, where he once again slammed his former network, said he was dumped because the people selling the network to Skydance, and said, oh no, there's not going to be any trouble with that guy. We're going to take care of the show. We're just going to throw that into the deal. I'm going to go on record as saying they're lying. This is Letterman. Let me just add one other thing. They're lying weasels, which sounds like a very David Letterman thing to say. Letterman hosted The Late Show for more than 2 decades, from 1993 to 2015.
I do like lying weasels. I think that is
the funny part is when I read the headline, I could instantly hear David Letterman saying that. I was a big Letterman fan. I watched his show a lot, as much as I could. Probably stayed up too late, when I wasn't supposed to just catch a little Letterman before I, fell asleep. And I could hear his voice going, they're lying weasels. That's what he says about his former bosses at CBS. TMZ and other of these entertainment news sources really want to make drama of this whole Met Gala versus New York Knicks decision that people had to make. On was it Monday night, I believe, was the Met Gala?
You told us yesterday that Ben Stiller, he's a huge fan of the Knicks.
Yeah. I think he
went to the Met Gala.
I think he's like the Jack Nicholson of the mix, of the Knicks, excuse me. He's of the mix.
Oh, you're upset. The Irish.
Big fan of the Irish. But no, he's one of the guys that's always at Knicks games, and he caught flack for that yesterday. And now they're trying to draw the line between the two even further, because they say some of the New York Knicks players that night went from courtside glory to curbside rejection, getting turned away from Met Gala parties, including the one from new weird best friends Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter. They said multiple sources told TMZ several Knicks stars tried to hit up the ultra-exclusive bash. It's got everything at Zero Bond late Monday night, just after their Game 1 playoff. I mean, victory kind of doesn't even say it right. They obliterated Philadelphia 137-98 and made history in the process as the first NBA team to win 3 consecutive playoff games by 25 points or more. But sorry, you couldn't get into the Met Gala party. No admittance, my friends. Over to some sadder news. Actually, I have 2 pieces of sadder news, which is kind of weird. But
2 pieces of sadder news.
Sadder news.
We're working on that. Work in progress. I don't know why we'll have an upbeat song to introduce your sad news, honestly.
Were you singing 2 Tickets to Paradise and you singing Cheeseburger in Paradise? Because
I did Cheeseburger.
The funny part is they both end in paradise. That's weird how that works. We talked when it first broke about the guy from Storage Wars, Daryl Sheets. I loved Storage Wars back in the day. And they've been investigating into his death. It was ruled a suicide. And a couple days ago, his son finally spoke out about it and said some words in remembrance of his father. And then now the investigation continues, and the investigation is to alleged cyberbullying tied to his death.
Really?
And so the Lake Havasu City Police Department says they're continuing to investigate allegations the Storage Wars star was targeted online in the lead up to his death. This is going to be so weird if this comes out that that's one of the reasons that, like, one of the contributing factors to Daryl Sheets' suicide. Because you see this guy as, like, a tatted up man's man dude.
Yeah,
and if that guy can get cyberbullied, a lot of people are in trouble.
Yeah, I guess so. Gee.
Cops say the Criminal Investigations Unit has already submitted Sheets' cell phone for forensic analysis, a key step in determining whether any online harassment may have played a role in his death. And another crazy, sad story that has an entertainment tie-in. Remember when... It's weird how when you have so many episodes of a show like this, you're bound to hit a couple weird news stories. Remember when we had that story of the local restaurant that figured out they like saved a young girl who was being either trafficked or abused or something. One of the waitresses kind of noticed something and asked if she was okay and called the cops, and they figured out like this girl was in a super bad situation. And when we reported on it, we got all this feedback that was like, hey, that restaurant was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah.
And so this other tragic story in Texas, a couple found dead in a murder-suicide with their 2 young children, now says they were featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. The bodies of Matthew and Thy Mitchell and their family. Ty, maybe? Thy? It sounds like Thigh to me.
Ty.
Right. More is being learned about Matthew and Thigh or Ty. 2 well-known restaurateurs in Houston, and they own 2 popular bistros, Traveler's Table and Traveler's Cart. The first one was showcased on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives back in 2021 when the famous TV host visited them and talked about Flavortown. So sad story out of Texas with a weird Food Network tie-in. Over in White Lotusville, last week we learned, we didn't really talk about it, but Helena Bonham Carter was supposed to be in season 4 of The White Lotus.
She was, yeah.
And they had started shooting, and she said, nah, I'm out. It's unclear whether she made the call or they made the call, but things just weren't gelling in White Lotus land with Helena Bonham Carter. And you got to think, if they've already started shooting, that is a pretty expensive pivot to have to make. But we're learning who's joining the cast of White Lotus season 4 instead, and that would be of Jurassic Park fame Laura Dern, who they say is not taking over the exact role Bonham Carter was to play, instead playing a new character developed by the series mastermind Mike White, but indeed written for her in place of Helena Bonham Carter's departure. And to wrap up the hot sheet, just a quick recap on what I brought to you guys on Monday, this new show, Widow's Peak on Apple. Have you watched yet?
No, but I've heard some talk about this, and Courtney after the show was like, yeah, C-Line brought up that show. I've seen that all over the place. We might need to check that out.
Okay, forgive me. It's actually called Widow's Bay, not Widow's Peak. That's a completely different thing.
So it's not about hairlines.
It's not a hairline show. They call it a comedy horror. Ashley and I sat down and watched both episodes of it Monday night. I would say horror comedy.
Okay.
I wasn't laughing like hard or out loud. There's definitely a lot of levity to the show, but there's also a lot of creepiness. They say it might be a genre that's tricky to get right. Some lean too much into gore and jump scares and forget about the laughter. Others put a stronger emphasis on the humor and lose any sense of fear. Widow's Bay, however, a rare beast. A neat offbeat offering from Apple TV gets the balance just right, largely thanks to Matthew Rise, who we previously saw in The Beast in Me, who plays the mayor of a small, sleepy New England town who has a very superstitious population, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, 92 popcorn score, and 8 out of 10 on IMDb. And if you've already seen that and you're a fan of The Bear, they dropped a surprise episode in between seasons today. Like, surprise episode of The Bear dropped today. It doesn't have Jeremy Allen White in it. It doesn't seem. It's titled Gary, and it's a huge flashback episode featuring Richie, the cousin, Eben Moss, Backrack, and Mikey on a work trip to Gary, Indiana in the flashback. And it's supposed to say it adds emotional context that reframes their story from the very beginning. Hey, if you have a mortgage and the number at the top of that mortgage is a 7 or 8, you should be checking into a refinance immediately. And you do that with That Mortgage Guy Don at thatmortgageguyDon.com. If you already have a quote, maybe you're looking to get out of your renting situation and you're getting into the house of your dreams. Well, don't just take the first quote and run with it. No, you got to shop around. You would do it for a car, do it for your mortgage quote, and do it with That Mortgage Guy Don. It's very easy to do. You just get on the website. You can upload a picture of your quote to the Compare the Quote tab. Don will review it, tell you if you are leaving money on the table. It's super easy. So hit up That Mortgage Guy Don at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Solid read there. Good read.
Yeah.
Good read. Good company. Good read all around.
Thank you.
We are way late. Folks.
Oh my
gosh. Here we go. Quick break. We're back with more. We got
had to hear your dumb story.
More importantly, I'm sorry, I ruined it. I ruined everything. When we come back, I have the JPMorgan sex allegation court documents. I've got the whole thing. We're going to go into what the actual claims are in the court docs. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Hello, hello. Spread the word. Give the gift of secret shows. Secret show subscriptions would be timely since we have another secret show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Live in the studio. Uncensored in the studio. And you can not only unlock access to the live stream of secret shows, to the on-demand of secret shows, to the Apple TV app and other TV apps that are coming for secret shows. You can not only do all of those things, but you can do so much more by becoming a Secret Show subscriber. So go subscribe right now over on thenewsjunkie.com or give the gift of Secret Shows. Hit that gift icon, get a shout out on the show and on the stream while people gobble up your gifted subs. See, I can't even see the leaderboard now. It's so faded. What's going on, bro? Oh, you know what I can do? What? What? Stand by. Stand by. Okay, that's a source select. All right. Brightness is at 46. Well, there's your problem, pal. Well, let's turn it down a little bit. It's flickering now. Okay, how do I get this back on? Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Got it. Did not fix anything. Much worse. Okay. How do I do it? Might be the monitor. Leave it alone and call a professional. I am the professional. Yeah, it's still way too dim. So now, what it might be is the actual converter sending the video to this, or the monitor itself. I'll figure it out. Austin, put it on the list. This is what Sean did before us, go, Mike? A little bit. Wait till we get into the details here. The court documents on the JPMorgan sex case. Now, we're going to actually look at this and see what's inside these court docs and see if we think it's legitimate or if this person's crazy. There's more witnesses, and the witnesses are explaining their testimony. I got it all. So let's read it together. See what this JPMorgan sex case is all about.
Which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times. Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain.
Here we go.
Made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Media. 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 Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the News Junkie.
Before too long. Lots going on in the show. Thanks for hanging out with us here on a Wednesday. Sorry we're a little behind, but we will get back on track here momentarily. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. I have the court documents. I have located the New York Supreme Court documents on that JPMorgan sex case. I've found the actual documents, all right? I was looking everywhere. Nobody posts this stuff. I hate it. I detest it. I think there should be a requirement by all media outlets. If you're talking about a court case or a police case or something where you're using original documents, you should have to post the damn documents in the story. So the person doesn't just have to rely on your interpretation of them. Let me see the original documents that are filed. No one does that. No one in media does that. I always try to do that when we can do it on the show here. Here's the case, filed in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, county of New York. John Doe, we now know who he is. His actual name is Indian Woody. Indian Woody, because he looks like Woody from Toy Story, but an Indian version. And this says, against JPMorgan Chase & Co., and it's the whole summon and everything else that goes along with this. And it says, the plaintiff proceeds anonymously in this litigation, not only to protect himself, but also his family, all of whom have been threatened with harm should plaintiff proceed with this lawsuit. Plaintiff brings this lawsuit to redress not only the underlying sexual assault and racial harassment he experienced as a JPMorgan employee, but JPMorgan's flagrant condemnation of these behaviors, condonation, I've never heard that used like that, condone, like as in they condone it, of these behaviors after being presented with multiple opportunities for corrective action. Allow me to take just a moment here and tell you one thing. JPMorgan is fundamentally denying all of the things in this lawsuit. They are denying that the JPMorgan executive, that she had anything to do with this guy, that she was having a sexual relationship with him or begging him to have a threesome or, all the various different things. Here she is.
The various
here he
atrocities she's been accused of.
Yeah. For those of you watching on the stream, you've probably seen this already. But there's the blonde executive and this guy, the strange-looking Indian dude who says all this happened to him. Her name is Lorna. That's the woman's name at JPMorgan that's accused of this. Lorna Hajini. All right. Hajini is her name. And she's got so many photographs of her that have gone viral over the past couple of weeks. And she's like a badass executive lady. And she says she didn't do any of this. She said she had nothing to do with it. She doesn't even, she's not even a direct boss of this guy. She was not in control of any sort of bonuses for this guy or anything like that. All right. So that's what she says here. The plaintiff, an investment banker in JPMorgan, and the only person of color and of Asian descent on his team, still find it funny that we call that guy a person of color, endured escalating sexual abuse and racial bigotry from his supervisor, defendant Lorna Hajini. Misogyny leveraged her seniority over the plaintiff to harass and coerce him to engage in non-consensual and humiliating sex acts with her, acts he literally begged her not to force him to engage in. Though expressed threats that she would ruin, or through expressed threats that she would ruin his career if he did not submit. Here's some of the quotes. If you don't F me soon, I'm going to ruin you. Never forget, I effing own you. If you don't F my brains out tonight, I'm going to sabotage your ED promotion. She allegedly said to him. She did.
Erectile dysfunction promotion?
I don't know what that means.
Executive director. Okay,
executive director promotion. Misogyny regarded plaintiff as her property, often remarking that she owned him. Misogyny reinforced this power dynamic by debasing plaintiff through racist nicknames and commentary, referring to him as her little Asian appetizer and my curry in a hurry, the little brown boy, threatening him with racially derogatory language like, fall in line, Brownie. I own you, Brownie. I own your life. I don't want to say that.
I don't think you can say that one.
You should say.
GOOK. That seems bad. Frequently using race-based language when sexually abusing him, like, lick me, brown boy, and other types of things that she would say. Indeed, Lev Finn and the team as a whole at JPMorgan Chase would refer to him as brown boy, terrorist, smelly Indian, curry man, non-pig eater. What an insult. Muslim man, Arab boy, and brownie.
I'm telling you, if this is all as false as you think it is, then the fascinating part is he had to make all these up. He had to write all these down.
He had to come up with curry in a hurry.
He came up with curry in a hurry.
That one's pretty good.
Is there a to-go place? Is there an Indian to-go restaurant that's not using curry in a hurry? Because you should be.
Yeah. If there's not, take down the sign you have up right now and put that curry in a hurry up. Put that one up right now. They go on to talk a little bit about some voicemail threats, et cetera, et cetera. They talk about jurisdiction and venue. Let's see if there's anything else on this before I get to the Exhibit A. We've already got an Exhibit A in this case that we'll be following here. Okay, they said beginning in or around May 2024, Misogyny frequently commented to plaintiff that she expected to be promoted to managing director at the end of the year, that she would help plaintiff get promoted to executive director, and that she and plaintiff need to stick together. Around the same time, illuminating the coercive intent behind her comments to plaintiff about the promotion, Misogyny began making unwanted sexual advances towards him. For example, in early May 2024, while at the office, Misogyny dropped her pen on the floor next to plaintiff, and when bending over to pick it up, rubbed plaintiff's leg and squeezed his calf. Hajini then commented, "Oh, you did play basketball in college. I love basketball players. They get me so wet," she said. Misogyny's sexual advances and threats soon became more explicit over the years. On May 14th, while departing at the same time as plaintiff, Misogyny invited plaintiff to join her for a drink at a bar nearby. "Come with me. I don't like the rain, but I do like getting wet." I'm telling you, this is like the Cannon's line. This is what guys think women say.
I mean, the dropping the pin move is a trope as old as time.
100%, Josh. Yeah, like this is what the guy thinks the woman is going to do. If you don't F me soon, I'm going to ruin you. Never forget, I own you. Let's see what else we have. I'm going through the suit. It's quite lengthy here, so I just want to get you the stuff.
Hold on, you just scrolled by a good one.
Did I? Okay. You want this executive director life? You want to get paid like me? You're going to need to earn it, my little Arab boy toy. This is one of the quotes. She also licked and spit into her hands before rubbing on his neck, head, and legs.
Spit into her hands?
Like Hawk Tua. She Hawk Tua'd this guy. Her little Arab boy toy. Over the following weeks and months, Miss Hajini continued to touch a plaintiff without his consent and make these sorts of comments, I guess. Birthday BJ for the brown boy.
Yeah, right.
All right. I don't know what that means. A business job, probably?
Yes, yeah. That's it.
Approximately 1 or 2 days later, Miss Hajini leaned over plaintiff's desk while he was working and said, "You smell so good."
No, you got to stop there.
I really want to.
You got to. Oh my God! Stop there.
Are you saying?
Now he's being generous.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying I can't say this on the radio? I really want to. No? I can't. All right. Then she referred to him and several other non-white senior leaders, saying this could be you one day as long as you start pleasing me.
So much drama about his LBC.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't seem like he would have the B part, if I'm honest. Yeah. All right. Then they go on. The picture of these guys has me all wet and horny. I bet your C-word wife can't do it like me, she said. All of these very, very graphic things that were said.
Another thing, I mean, the C word is not the C word you think it is. It's the racial one.
It's the Asian one.
And if he's making this all up, he's going to have some splaining to do.
Yeah. He's saying that about his wife.
From the fish wife is another one he said, right?
Yeah. A fish head wife or something?
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is right here, I think. All right. Here we go. In summer of 2024, Miss Hagini, this is the executive over at JPMorgan Chase, invited herself into witness one's apartment, which was vacant that evening, knowing plaintiff was headed there. While at the apartment, the plaintiff unequivocally rejected Miss Hagini's sexual advances, stating, "No, I'm not interested." She is just begging this guy, right? She really wants it. Miss Hagini made it clear that the refusal would negatively affect plaintiff's professional advancement at JPMorgan, saying, "Do you want to get promoted by year end or not? Do you want a future at JPMorgan? It's that simple. I don't know why you're fighting this." Without waiting for plaintiff to respond, Miss Hagini removed her shirt, fondled her breasts, insulted plaintiff's wife. "I bet your little Asian fish head wife doesn't have these cannons," and then forcibly removed his pants and performed oral. I'll leave it at
that. Another thing that I think it seems a little fanciful is like, would she be saying this? Would she be actually saying JPMorgan? Like, do you really want to move further at JPMorgan Chase? LLC? Like,
yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, like, would she say the entirety of the company name? Like, do you want to move forward at McDonald's Incorporated LLC?
Like, hey, listen, brown boy, if you want that executive director of personnel job at JPMorgan LLC, you're going to have to grab onto these cannons.
I don't believe him, if you haven't noticed, and I don't think most people do. In a state of overwhelming distress, plaintiff continued to protest all of this and began to cry. Miss Hagini
I wouldn't have made that part up.
responded with hostility, raising her voice to scold the plaintiff for complaining. "Stop effing crying. You think anybody would ever believe you? You're a douchebag who thinks he's hot S, but you can't even get your blank for me. What the blank is this?" she said.
A lot of blanking.
Yeah, a lot of blanking. It goes on. Oh, my God. Some of these things I just gosh. I can't bring myself to do it.
That might be the funniest one.
Okay. Plaintiff begged Miss Hagini, "Please don't make me do this." But Miss Hagini ignored his pleas, ordering him... She ignored his pleas, ordering him to "Lick me, my fine little Muslim-looking man. Rub my C-word with that beard of yours," she said. Many other comments that just, it goes on and on and on. A lot of curry comments. Your wife might not eat pork, but does she eat blank? For example, in September 2024, Miss Hagini texted the group a video titled "Eat the Cat," and then referencing her text told the plaintiff she wanted him to eat her pee box. I've never, again,
that?
Women don't talk this way. Your wife is never going to be like, "Eat my pee box." This will be the last show, ladies and gentlemen. I have a meeting with the suits after the show. I'm not kidding you. 15 minutes after the show, and this will be the last one. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Just remember that. Then they go.
Follow me on my socials, guys. Follow me. On my
socials.
See you back at
newsjunkie.com/share. TheNewsJunkie.com/share. I mean, this just continues to go on and on and on and on and on. I'll have to link this up. I'll link the whole thing on See It Now. I'll give you two more things really quickly. Exhibit A is one of the witnesses, because this does matter. One of the witnesses says that they experienced some of this.
So now he's getting other people involved in this, and they're testifying. Perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, I would guess all this is under oath.
I think so. Yes. Here's one of the witnesses. On or about September 13, 2024, I attended a Kygo concert. Kygo held at Barclays Center.
Norwegian DJ.
I attended the concert with my brother. During the concert, my brother and I walked around to different parts of the venue. At one point, I spotted the person sitting with the group. I was approximately 1 or 2 seating sections away from him at the time. This is the guy who says he was a victim. I observed a woman sitting next to him. The woman was very handsy with him, putting her hands on his lap, his back, his legs, and lap. In addition, she put her face very close to him and appeared to be speaking into his ear. He sat facing forward. He did not look comfortable with the situation. I did not know the woman or his relationship with her. I did not stop by to say hello. Then later in September, I stayed at his apartment. Well, sometimes I stay at her apartment when she's out of town. Her apartment is located blah, blah, blah. On that night, I had plans with blah, blah, blah at the apartment to go out for drinks together. However, when it became late and they had not arrived, I went to sleep on the couch in the living room. In the middle of the night, this is the witness, I was awoken by the sound of a woman who was clearly intoxicated and speaking very loudly. Shortly after, Blank entered the apartment with the woman. Blank asked the woman, this is John Doe, the guy, asked the woman to please be quiet, but she loudly refused and said she would not be quiet. They later told me the woman was Lorna Hagini, the woman with whom he had worked. A short while later, she was completely naked. She sat on the couch, fully nude, and lit a cigarette. What is this, Sharon Stone? What? She got completely naked near you guys and got naked and sat on the couch and lit up a cigarette? She then asked me to come to the bedroom with them and join them. I told her no. She said, come on, come join. I said no. She said, you know I own him, so you better come join. I said no. Eventually, she got up from the couch and went back into the bedroom and closed the door. Through the door, a short distance away, I could hear her arguing, and I could hear him pleading with her to stop and leave. I heard him say, no, you have to leave. I'm not going to do this. And he came out in a state of shock or embarrassment. And he said it was a big problem in his life. So that's the actual court documents there. Again, I'm going to put the main portion that I was reading from. It's about 46 pages long and quite interesting. I'm going to put that up on See It Now so you can take a look at the actual documents the reporters are reading and digesting for you. When we come back, Sloth World, we'll give you the updates on that. Plus, a new AI companion that you just need to hear about. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
No bots, no scripts, no, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Just actual flawed people. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
There's a crash getting cleared up off to the shoulder on the Greenway northbound at Orange Blossom Trail. An accident where Orange Blossom Trail meets Maitland Boulevard. The major roadways won't cause you any trouble this afternoon. Just typical slowdowns starting to form.
Stand by, I gotta upload this PDF somewhere.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the
Share PDF online.
so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. We've got 3 metro locations, meaning we have 3 times the inventory. All priced clearly online with Greenway all-in pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. No games.
Share your document.
Just total transparency. And that goes for your trade.
Copy a link.
Greenway Kia, over 40 dealerships bid for your trade, so you can be confident you're getting the best value possible for your trade-in. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see
JPMorgan sex lawsuit documents. Get a thumbnail. Post it. It's up on See It Now. Okay, I'm going to try something. Don't know if this is going to be good or bad. I'm going to try turning off the converter that feeds these. Stand by. same one. That's not the same feed. It's the other feed. Hang on. Did you get locked? No, you're good. Okay. One more, hold on. Okay. I'm going to unplug it. It's off. Okay. Did I fix it? Whew. Looks exactly the same. It doesn't look any different at all. I think the monitor might be screwed. That sucks. I think we'll be okay for right now. Anyhow, TNJ Chat, YouTube, and Twitch, how are you? You want some curry in a hurry? This is making some of you a little hungry, perhaps. Our cameraman is still on point. As much as Courtney wants him to be fired, Mr. Banana Man, our new cameraman, Mr. Banana Man, is doing a great job so far. There he is. 2 minutes and we're back. I have to drop a segment in weekends very quickly. Certainly not that one. Weekends, 12 o'clock.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Marks Bank Real Estate. Go to
Don't know what we're talking about.
Get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's marksbank.com and start backing.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our
Got it.
life work. It's my husband, it's my son, it's me. When we take a case, we save families just like ours. $30 billion in coverage is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of,
If you get a chance, can you peek in on Lady? I gotta check on Lady. Hang on. Just peek in. You okay, bud? Okay, he's good. She's good. Multitasking as per usual. This is driving me crazy. I only have 55 seconds, so I can't mess with it now, but I have an idea. I have another idea. Here we go. We're coming back.
It's the enhanced games. Some call it grotesque. Others say it's unleashing human potential. Either way, the podcast Superhuman documented it all, embedded in the games and with the athletes for a full year.
Within probably 10 days, I put on 10 pounds. I was having trouble stopping the muscle growth.
Search Superhuman on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, media, MEDIA, media. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
Don't forget, I want to take a moment here to remind you, when you hear keywords on this station, I want you to make a move. Get some money. Make that money yours. When you hear keywords on the live show, make sure you're playing. Make sure you're doing what it says, and you can get $1,000. It's super easy to do, I think, for the most part. And I would appreciate if you gave it a shot. So we want to see you do that where you can and win some money. Listen for the next keyword very soon here on the station. All right, a couple of things I need to get to before we get geared up for the jury duty segment, which is loaded up today. Somebody sent me this and said, Sean, I think you'll identify with these folks. In the Italian town of Punta Marina in Ravenna, that's in Italy somewhere, they have been suffering from a peacock invasion. And the person who sent this in is listening to the show, and they know that I've talked about there's peacocks in my neighborhood, and they're crazy, and they're loud, and they're out of control. And you know when somebody's new, they pop in, and they go, oh, my God. They take pictures of all the peacocks, and they're new in the neighborhood. After they've been here for a while, they're like, damn peacocks. They're upset with them. Yeah, they are loud as hell, Josh. You're right about that. Let me see what this says. This is going to be in Italian, isn't it?
L'esaurimento nervoso, Monica Raucci.
I know she was mad.
Un vero urlo di esasperazione.
La situazione è fuori controllo totalmente.
It's out of control.
Dei pavoni, sì. Primo problema.
Fanno la cacca di notte.
Pieno di escrementi.
I don't even need to know Italian to know I agree with him. This is the same thing. It's like, hey, they hit the cane. They're upset.
He ate my gabagool.
They're upset. You don't want your gabagool. They get eaten by the peacock. It's obviously a concern. I don't know what they're saying, but they're upset about the peacock.
In ostaggio. Sono in ostaggio perfino i bambini. Qui c'è la scuola, i bambini non escono.
Ci sono le cacche nei giardini e quindi devono stare chiusi in classe.
What? È ora di smetterla! Altro problema, i danni ai tetti. Quando vengono su, trema tutta la casa. Abbiamo fatto un danno da 1.000 euro.
Everything sounds like a curse word. Everything's like, everything sounds like
the
F word.
FCC over there?
I don't know. I should have looked that up. But it's all edited together like it's an end of the world scenario kind of thing. And I agree. Whatever they're saying in Italian, I agree with them. There's clearly a problem here. Another person sent in this update to the Scientology speed runs that we've been talking about on the show. In this case, it's the Church of Scientology in New York City that was apparently broken into on Saturday by 40 to 50 teenagers who were participating in the Scientology speed runs viral trend. Police said the group damaged property, injured a staff member, and directed a racial slur at another one. My God. Let's see what they said. This is CBS News, I think.
This Church of Scientology was broken into on Saturday night by a mob of teenagers. The NYPD told me there was 40 to 50 of them. It's
Damn.
part of a larger TikTok trend where people are storming the Church of Scientology to see how deep inside
There's a ton of them here.
and then posting the videos on social media. The trend is called Scientology speedrunning. And while it was initially only in LA, it now seems to be spreading to other cities, like here in NYC. A spokesperson for the Church of Scientology, David Bloomberg, told me that the people who broke in on Saturday night injured someone, damaged significant property, and called another staff member a racial slur.
A racial slur?
The NYPD is on the premises, and I'm told that the investigation is ongoing.
So at first I thought it was like, is there a slur for Scientologists? Is there a particular
Out of
one?
my way, science boy.
Is there like a particular type of Scientology slur, or is this it just says racial slur? So maybe they were just being racist.
This Hubbard.
Yeah, I don't know what they did.
More
But
Ron Hubbard over here.
40 to 50 teens went into the Church of Scientology in New York City and broke into the place, damaged property, hurt a staff member, I guess, and directed a racial slur at.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. That was unprofessional. I thought I could fight that back. I just lost the battle. I did. I was doing my best there. Let me see here. Let's get to a couple of emails coming in.
Really quick on the Peacock video. I don't think I told you guys, but on my way to Secret Shows the other day, my Uber driver was like, "Oh, beautiful." And I was like,
for the peacocks?
It was way. It was on
the speed bump.
It was like halfway to your place. No, it was the peacock.
He was impressed by the speed bump. Yeah,
no. I didn't know what he was talking about. I looked over, and it was these townhomes that have like steps up to where the front door is.
Yeah,
and there must have been 12 to 15 peacocks there.
Oh, yeah.
It was all of them were there,
and that's how you know that he's new, because he's like, whoa. And then 6 months later, you're like, no!
He was a Brazilian, so he told me what he calls them, And he's like asking me what I call them, and I was like, those are peacocks.
Yeah. Well,
and then I told him what the girls are called.
Peahens, right? Is that right?
It's a thing I can't say.
That's it, right?
It's a PC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're telling him something offensive. Yeah, I see.
I get it.
Tips
so that his next rider will be, hopefully, oh, look at the peep over there.
The story about JPMorgan and Chase, says Greg Reed at tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It sounds like it's straight from the script of the movie Horrible Bosses. Jennifer Aniston's character, to be exact, which is quite true, actually. Yeah, I agree. Somebody says about the hot dog that was tossed on the roof of my house, which is following the Chick-fil-A sauce packet that was tossed on the roof of my house.
I think you were supposed to dip the hot dog in the Chick-fil-A sauce.
It's a real slow food order that they're sending to my house. Listeners doing this. I don't want to mention any names. However, I heard the iHeart suits are planning on dropping off hot dogs and sauce packets on your roof. Maybe hamburgers are going to be next. Ooh. Oh my God. I
would save that email if a hamburger is next.
Somebody says, I listen to the podcast every day or watch it after work, so I don't get a chance to respond while the show is live. But yesterday, you mentioned that Carrollton, Texas sounded familiar. I think C-Lane said that. Mm-hmm. Carrollton, Texas. He says, I'm a Freak Holdover fan. That's when we were on a station in Dallas, Texas. I live in Carrollton. He mailed me magnets to put on my truck here in Dallas, Fort Worth. I live less than a mile from the retail center where the old Korean shot 5 people, killing 2. It is believed a business deal went bad in that area. They were business partners. The funny thing I read about the suspect is that the suspect was arrested in a foot chase. The suspect is 69 years old. How fat were the cops that a foot chase pursued to catch a senior citizen had to take place? Wiggles and Pop says, Kevin from Texas. Thank you for the information from the scene there. Appreciate that. Somebody else says, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I protested during the whole 4chan versus Scientology thing. We called them Cylons, like the robots from Battlestar Galactica. That's the Scientology.
They will never recover.
Cylons. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's going to really stick in their craw, as they say, sir. Somebody says that, right? When we come back, we got jury duty on the way, Joshua Marie Fowler. It is happening. I'll give you the update on Sloth World. I will tell you the thing I teased before jury duty about the new AI companion that you need to know about. And the worst mother in the world. My God. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Major League Baseball last night.
Hello! Skull mic activated. Last thing, and then I'll leave the TV screen alone.
Thinking about radio? Think again. Because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
See you here, guys. Let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction show up in the bedroom or PE even, you know that's not something that's just going to fix itself. And no matter how much you try to brush it off, make a joke about it. When push comes to shove, and it matters.
Make a joke about it.
Symptoms will continue.
Something funny.
And they might even get worse. And you can try to ignore it. You can try to fix it with pills. That's a band-aid. It's not a total fix. That's why you got to call Premier Men's Medical Center.
You know what's annoying?
Trying to help you get back to your old self, get your confidence back again, and they're going to help you out if you are.
The annoying thing is, if I get another monitor to replace this monitor, it's probably going to be fine for now. But if I get another monitor to replace this monitor, I'll have to get 2.
It's expensive, and there are
unless I can just buy another one of these still.
Very helpful, very knowledgeable folks at Premier Medical.
I'll check after the show.
We'll walk you through some of the options that are less invasive, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. You call 407-723-7533. They'll move over to
we're thinking. That's what I do.
Premier Men's Medical Center. You can find out more online at premiermensmedical.com.
Orlando, this is it. Your last chance to see the Storm at home this regular season.
Uh-oh.
May 22nd at 8 p.m. The Orlando Storm battle the DC Defenders at Enrico Stadium. And the first 5,000 pounds get free Storm tickets now at uflstorm.com/.
Oh no.
My outlets aren't working. I can help. Great. Send an electrician.
Oh no.
Here we go again. I should have called Frank Gay.
Plug the cord into your neighbor's house.
No!
When you need electrical work, you need a qualified electrician who does.
Did I break it all the way?
Fix the problem right the first time. That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Join Jim Colbert on the Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations: Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like me? When I retired, I just let all my taxes pile up. I had
Shoot.
many threatening letters. The one that said they were going to try and take my property was probably the scariest. When I found out that I owed close to $300,000.
Come on!
Total shock. It was a bad situation. I didn't know what to do. Then Gail found tax proof advocates. When TRA told me I was only going to owe $368, I just went into disbelief.
Shoot.
Or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS. Please owe. Do what Gail did and call TRA for consultation. I was so blessed with TRA. Visit TRA.com or call 800-909-7224. 800-909-7224. That's 800-909-7224.
At International Diamonds,
May have made a mild mistake.
and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to
Interesting.
celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249,
Back in just a couple minutes.
to a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives.
Okay. Last thing. I promise.
Or a piece from our perfect love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center. Altamont Springs, Mall of Millennia, and Butterfly Lakes. Online, shop IEC.com.
This is a special alert for all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses.
Okay.
Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correct. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are
2 minutes.
This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will
Oh, it's so close.
roadside assistance, free towing, and common repairs at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
We promise you a first-class country music cruise and the first sailing of top.
Come on.
Deliver. The bar's set, and nothing less will do. In March 2027, we're setting sail on the luxurious Celebrity Summit, departing from Tampa, stopping in Bimini, Key West, and Cozumel. See performances by headliner Riley Green, Chris Young, Lauren Elena, Randy Houser, and more. Your favorite country stars will be on board. Who will you be? Book any available cabin at TopShelfCountryCruise.com.
That red top backlight on the free iHeart app, it's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You got it. Are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing. $10,000 or just a request. Try it now. Just open the free iHeart Radio app.
Make today a little better with IHOP and the IHOP value menu, where a full satisfying meal is just $6 any day of the week.
texture fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon and eggs. Or try the new BLT, stacked high and served with fries. Big flavor, just $6 every day. $7 in some locations.
Shoot! Okay. I'll fix that later. All right, we're coming back. Stand by.
Food and drinks, comedy, and of course live music, all on board a badass cruise ship. To win, just listen to this station on the iHeartRadio app.
Tap the contest tab and enter to win.
Learn more at SublimeCruise.com.
Winner must be 21 or older. Prize provided by 6-Man Ltd.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is...
Don't tell me to leave it alone, you chat people. Don't tell me to leave it alone. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, okay? All right, it's a lot of eyes on me. I'm doing some repair in the studio, and people are, well, they're not believing that I'm going to be able to fix this issue, C-Lane. And on the front of my desk are some reference monitors that when we're doing secret shows that you use to see what's happening and how you're switching cameras.
Correct. What did you do to them?
Well, one of them was like a little dimmer than it used to be.
They've both been pretty dim lately.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a larger problem then.
I've complained about it, and it seems that all my complaints are just going right in the trash.
It's not. See, I knew there was a problem with this, and then I said, okay, hold on, I got this.
You need to be more like Vanilla Ice, you know?
Well, I am not like Vanilla Ice because I have broken it. I have completely broken one of the screens, and people are saying directions are your friends. I got it, folks. I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. It's a work in progress right now, for God's sake. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's hold hands and do this together. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
I had to tell you that so you knew I was out of breath, if you noticed that. I didn't want you to just think that I was out of breath for some other reason. It was because I'm actually doing manual labor in the studio. That's what it was.
Not AFib.
No, it's not well, it might be both, Josh. For right now, we're unsure. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt
try
Law Firm.
making some spaghetti and seeing.
Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's lots of attorneys, but what I want you to do is pick up the phone and dial 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Mando says, just be grateful it isn't completely broken. Oh, wait. I did manage to escalate, didn't I? I escalated from it's not as bright as it used to be. Okay, now I've messed up one of the HDMI inputs. Okay, now I've completely broken one of the studio monitors. I'll fix it. I'll get it. I'll fix it momentarily.
You have 30 hours.
I know. The time is ticking here, but I will get it fixed. I want to make sure things are working around here. It's a very, very important thing to me. Let's go over to Sloth World. Florida leaders and sloth experts are calling for more accountability over Sloth World after dozens of the sloths connected to the previously planned attraction have died. There have been a lot of news conferences, politicians all jumping in on this after another sloth was found dead, I guess, Dumpling, and then who was before Dumpling? Jalapeno or something?
Habanero.
There are a couple other
who
these
became a
sloths.
ghost pepper.
Yeah, it's so sad. These little guys, they were really, really amazing little creatures, and because of the way they were shipped over here and treated, even with the great folks at Central Florida Zoo who we talked to on the show, trying to nurse them back, They haven't been able to do it with a couple of these. They now are down to 10 of these sloths, and they are people just absolutely demanding that there is more that happens here to the sloth world people. Good luck with that whole thing. Here's a woman who is just an absolute and total monster. A Palm Coast, Florida woman is at the center of this story, and she's accused of abandoning her children at a hospital. And then when police went back to her house, they found quite the scene at her home. Here's the lady. I'm looking at the story here. Wait till you hear about this woman's house. This Palm Coast woman is accused of abandoning her children at a hospital. And when authorities went back to her house, they found dozens of animals on the site. A Palm Coast woman accused of abandoning these 3 kids at the hospital, allegedly angry over a dead dog, while deputies say more than 40 animals were living in squalid conditions at her home.
Good Lord.
Sandra Teague is currently in Flagler County Jail facing child neglect charges, according to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Investigators say the case unfolded when Teague pulled up to Advent Health Palm Coast and ordered her 3 teenagers out of the car. She then drove away, telling the kids she was done with them. She blamed them for the death of one of her dogs. Remember, she had 40 animals in the house. Deputies said the teens, ages 13, 14, and 17, were left barefoot outside the hospital. 2 were found on hospital grounds, and the 3rd was located along a busy road, trying to make it home on foot. One of the teams told deputies Teague loves her dogs more than her children and frequently locks them out of the house at night. Deputies then went to Teague's home, where they say they found her on her front porch, babysitting a 5-month-old infant that was surrounded by flies. She again told deputies she was done with her children, saying they don't listen and they won't do their homework. Investigators noted the front porch smelled strongly of feces and what they described as potentially dead animals. After observing signs of animal neglect outside of the home, they got a search warrant. They found 44 living dogs in her house, 3 pigs, 1 cat, and 1 snake, all inside this house. They also discovered multiple dead animals inside kennels and feces throughout the house. She's facing child neglect charges, and the investigation is ongoing. What an absolute monster this lady is. She dropped her kids off because she blamed them for killing one of her dogs in a house full of 40-something, with many of them not doing very well, as you can tell from the story.
She makes Sloth World seem like a flaming anthill.
She does, actually. I don't know what the hell is happening in this lady's life, but it ain't good. It's not good, to say the very, very least. There she is, and that's your jury duty today. I told you about this AI thing. Now, let me see if I can give you the story that goes along with this. The pioneer who helped unleash the Roomba. You guys got Roomba? Celine, you got a Roomba, don't you?
I have one, but we haven't plugged it in the new house.
Same.
You guys don't even use your Roombas. My God. The robotics pioneer who helped unleash the Roomba vacuum is now betting that you might one day replace your beloved dog or cat, or maybe 40 of them, with a plush robot that follows you around your home. This is a new AI companion they think is going to be in everybody's house. Let's see what they say about it.
AI-powered pet. Colin Engel, the longtime CEO of iRobot, unveiled a new robot concept called Familiar. Okay. It's designed to act more like a companion than a machine. It looks like a whimsical dog with touch-sensitive fur. It can follow you around and learn your habits over time. The company says this is the next wave of physical AI, not focused on chores, but on emotional connection and daily interaction. It can hear you.
This lady, the lady in the promo video for this is just dunking her tea bag into her tea and petting Familiar, which is a terrible name, her fake e-pet. And a bunch of these people responding are saying that this is not the breakthrough they were hoping for.
And even develop a personality, but it does not talk like an AI chatbot. No word yet.
Look at this. Oh. It's hanging out with a real dog. It's a golden retriever. And then this is Familiar. This is the AI bot, the new device from the Roomba guy. Anybody think this is a breakthrough? Anybody think that?
Remember the early 2000s, we had Poochie, the robot dog?
No. Hold on. Let me see.
You'll probably know it if you see it.
Let me see. Poochie, the robot dog?
Yeah.
That also is a very bad name. Was this a real product?
Yeah.
Poochie, the robot.
A toy.
Poochie robot dog.
I mean,
okay, I got it here.
It was
Let's
hard to see for the first half of that video because the robot was at the bottom of the screen and they had that big graphic over it, so I couldn't see if it was like actually cute or not.
It seemed like they were hiding it almost.
It did look pretty, look kind of on the cute side when it was next to a real dog.
Yeah, which is way better in every possible way. Here's the Poochie thing.
You what? New Poochie reacts to pets, sounds, and light.
Boy, we have come a long way, friends.
It never worked as well as they advertised it.
You don't say.
This is like a little
game
plastic
cards do not actually talk, huh?
It's a little stupid plastic dog. It's every bit as stupid as the other thing, though. I don't want either one of them. If I'm honest,
just that, but with fur and AI.
Yeah, I don't think this is a winner, Roomba guy. The Roomba thing you won with, you did great.
I think we think that the idea of the robot pet is stupid, but I bet my kid would love it.
You think so? Jackson might be on this thing? He could be. All right, when we come back, I've got a teacher with some pretty salacious text messages I'm looking at right here. We'll see what you think about it. I'll read the text messages and give you the context to them. We have a family who found somebody living underneath their house as well, and a beaver on the attack. And that's just the beginning of the Power Hour. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's back. The 2026 Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival, May 12th through the 25th.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Did I fix it? We'll find out. Okay. Okay, it's on. All right, that's good.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey guys, Chef Justin with Fresh from Florida here, reminding you that the best part of summer.
Yeah, I know.
Locally grown, fresh from Florida water.
I want you to let me change the input.
There's sunshine and everybody.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. And here we go, JustCallMo.com. You've taken allergy meds for years. Are they helping? Congestion, drainage, still there. And that sniffle just doesn't stop. Experts say common allergy pills are associated with depression,
Is that why?
even dementia. Do you really want to be taking those for years on end? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps thousands with treatment that actually works, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment today.
Where's my menu?
Aspireallergy.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. Enough is Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere.
Ooh.
Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always
It worked for a second. Did you see that?
Jane Johnson upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com. All right, people, let's move. Sell every vehicle.
Okay.
$99 down at headquarters.
All right. It was on for a second there.
I want credit for all. If you've got a job at $99, you try. If your credit's so bad, your nana won't loan you money. Sir, yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. I think you might be in the wrong place. Is this headquarters Hyundai? Well, yes. Were you ordered to sell 300 vehicles before the deadline? Out of my way, soldier. Of course. Sorry, sir. Every vehicle, $99 down. New Tucsons, Elantras.
Come on!
Plus 0% financing for 60 months. And America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. Can I get anyone a replacement? Every vehicle, $99 down. Headquarters Hyundai. Just off I-4 on Reinhardt Road in Sanford, Lake Mary. HeadquartersHyundai.com.
Go. Oh well. I blame you. I think you're responsible for this. I think I need a new monitor. Let me put this back. Lay down. Welcome to the Power Hour, everybody. Sorry for the distraction. I was just trying to fix something. I was just doing my best to try to fix something. This one looks good. This one not so much. Sun State John, we need your donations now more than ever. He's been giving. He's given this week. But folks, this is exactly why your secret shows donations help. If you could donate just a paltry amount of secret shows, I could get a brand new monitor in place of this one that is clearly not working. Hit the gift icon over at thenewsjunkie.com for just pennies a day. Let me see if I can find this still.
Somewhere in between, go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supershore Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency. This is Greg Trusin.
Go ahead and get one today.
I recently had two sets of customers who had vastly different stories. One had purchased elsewhere 3 years ago and spent $5,000. And the other had purchased from OMF 12 years ago and spent $1,000. The difference? Our customer's mattress lasted 4 times longer and cost them 5 times.
All right, I got a new one on the way.
Waste money on overpriced, overhyped mattresses.
Got a new one on the way. Hopefully it works.
Unbeatable quality and value. Sleep better, longer, for less.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire.
All right, let's kick it back into gear. The Power Hour is on.
CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle.
Have you tried asking your father for a small loan of $1 million? I could use one. Beat it with a hot dog? What? We're coming back.
To save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, family. F-A-M-I-L-Y. Family. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Radio.
The only show brave enough to admit we Google half this stuff. This is the
hour of the show in just a moment. It's so good to have you with us. And we'll also talk about people who found a stranger living in the basement of their house. Details on the way in just a moment. Well, I broke it. I did the thing that I do sometimes. I was trying to fix the monitor, the studio monitor in here that C-Lane said wasn't working right. It caught my attention. It was a little dim. I started rooting around in there. And then before you know it, presto bang, I broke the whole thing. It's like there's nothing on it now. It's just a completely black screen.
Way to go. What were you rooting with? Like a sledgehammer?
I don't know. I was up in there. I think I got the HDMI cord ram jammed in a little too hard or something. But I ordered another one. So, this is what the Secret Show's subscriptions are for, folks. Hit us up. Hit that gift icon over on thenewsjunkie.com. That's what you can fund. You, too, can support the monitors in the studio here, which go bad from time to time, just like this one. We'll see how it goes. I got another one arriving today, C-Lane. You'll be happy to know. It's arriving today, and hopefully it'll just plug and play back in there. So everything works. You don't sound like you're very confident that this is going to work, but
confidence level
low,
about a 4.
What about this? What would you say about the confidence level if I told you it's time to start the Power Hour?
They said it couldn't be done. Then they said
he pulled out his hog and she was grabbing on her cannons and she had milkers that were unbelievable.
It's time for the Power Hour on the News Junkie.
Yeah, this was one of those ones where I was like, it could be anything. It could be.
You've said a lot today.
You're right, Josh. I have. I've too much, so some might say. Let's go over to Arkansas as we roll into the Power Hour, the final hour of the News Junkie radio show. An Arkansas family found a stranger living in their basement. This after they noticed that one of their pairs of shoes went missing. Dutch Hoggett, a professor at Harding University, says he first noticed something was wrong when his shoes, which he left at the back door daily, vanished. Over time, we noticed that chairs had been moved around the house. We noticed that some of our food was missing. So he grabbed the baseball bat and a gun. I like how he brought the bat as a backup for the gun.
Non-lethal first.
Yeah, it's like, I'll hit you first with the slugger, and then we'll go with the gun. I'll just shoot the hell out of you. Hoggett and his wife and his daughter began searching the house. His wife, Sharon, entered the storage area underneath the home and was terrified to find there was a man who was living there underneath their house. The son-in-law said, I started hitting the door. Let's see their story from their perspective here. I don't know if they filmed the moment they encountered this person living under their house, but here they are.
Harding University professor Dutch Hoggett thought something was off.
We noticed that chairs had been moved around in the house. We noticed that some of our food was missing.
He and his wife shared their concerns with their daughter Charisse and son-in-law Mark.
I think they thought they were both going crazy, and I'm like, that doesn't happen at the same time suddenly.
Well, so it wasn't out of the question that they were going crazy, but the same time.
They just won't be demented on the same timeline.
Right. that would be too much, I think.
Charisse, Mark, and Dutch's wife Sharon started searching the house. Sharon went in first.
She went further into the closet, and that's when I saw her eyes get really big, and she starts to back out, and she says, there's someone in there. I see their leg. Or their jeans or something.
Somebody living underneath their house, mind you. Just keep that in mind.
What's the word for this? Frogging?
Yeah.
Frogging, yeah. Yeah, I think there was a documentary or something about it.
I thought it was a docu-series. I don't remember because I think we had to turn it off because it was incredibly creepy.
Yeah, it is weird. Like hiding in people's houses. They call it frogging. And
with
you just
PH.
try to see. Yeah, with the PH. Yeah, hold on. Is this? It's got to have a whole Wikipedia and all that.
I would assume.
Frogging. Let me look this up. Frogging. A Hider in My House is the documentary series that I'm looking at. Has anybody ever heard of an experience, a real situation with frogging? What is frogging? Frogging occurs when people unlawfully stay on somebody else's property. The word is pronounced like F-R-O-G, but it's P-H-R-O-G. Frogging gets its name because frogs, the people who engage in this activity, tend to hop around from house to house, as a frog might do on a lily pad. There are some ways you can prevent frogging, they said.
Why do people frog? Froggers usually stay in someone else's home because they have no place else to go.
A lot of people are distracted by this reporter's voice. It's got an interesting way of speaking.
He's an intruder, a man who said he was homeless, who left the house and was promptly arrested.
I could tell he wasn't really a threat, but I had him step outside, and then I sat him down, and I just talked to him for a little while. Till the police came.
The man's story was a wild one. He said he first entered through the home's crawl space.
And he was here for how long, do y'all think?
Well, probably one night.
Before making his way into the basement sometime.
Yeah, so you think so? That guy's been frogging there for months, pal. All right, Yeah, he's got your shoes and your food, and he's got all the stuff.
Tuesday morning and staying through Wednesday evening, forming a makeshift bed deep in a storage closet underneath the stairs. The family says they feel more empathy than anger.
We're not angry at this man. I feel sorry for the man. I'm glad we figured out there was somebody living in the house, because this could have gone on for much longer than it did.
I don't think he was trying to be a bad guy. There's plenty of opportunities where he could have, taken things. It seemed like he was just trying to get out of the elements.
That's the only crime he could think of, was taking things.
He could have taken things.
Or I mean, nothing else is possible.
Not in this neighborhood. On the other hand, I do appreciate how it's like the most normal neighborhood ever when these people are like, well, we don't feel too bad about this. We understand that the guy was probably going through some problems. He's got his own issues here. We don't think he was trying to hurt us.
Gas is expensive.
He's being held on $15,000 bail and charged with residential burglary and theft of property. And now you know. All right, let's do it for the first time today. Let's refresh here and get into some dispatches to see what's on your mind. There are people commenting about getting a degree online. I said earlier, this new service allows you to get a bachelor's or a master's degree on your smartphone. You don't need anything except for your smartphone. And I said, would people respect that, even though it was an app degree that you got your master's in? Here's Shelby Dawn.
Hey, junkies. Y'all were talking about getting degrees online, specifically on a smartphone. So I have my master's degree of nursing, which I got completely online. I already had my bachelor's degree, which I got in person. All of the coursework was online. I did have to find preceptors to basically do my medical training with. But all of the coursework, everything as far as my schools, my tests, everything was done online. So it's possible. And now I'm a working nurse practitioner. So
nice. Well,
thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I trust you. I think I trust you.
I mean, we were saying like, hey, this is the first place that's offering it specifically as a thing you could do completely on your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
But like the stuff is there to do it all online. I would just think that what may hold you back is some of the situations in which you need to take a test have to be proctored in certain situations that might not be cell phone compatible.
Yeah. Yes, but it's pretty amazing that we've come that far. And in a lot of ways, like, I'm kind of blown away that they can even offer that stuff. We didn't find out if it was accredited, did we? The actual place that was doing this?
What was the university? Cornerstone?
SOAR, Cornerstone.
Yeah, Cornerstone University, the SOAR program.
It's a Christian university.
Is it? Okay. All right. Well, let me know. Look into that, and I'll read this very quickly. Or actually, I'll play this dispatch very quickly. This person says, Sean, you're dumb. You missed it. Hang on. Let's see.
Hey, guys. Happy day. Sean, you dimwit. The guy's not saying that it's not classic rock, it's modern and hip. It's a reference of saying, oh my God, I'm not old. This is my music that I listened to when I was young and hip. You totally missed the point on that tweet.
I didn't miss the point on that tweet. He says, this radio station is called Classic Rock, but it's playing cool current music like Pearl Jam and Nirvana. And what I said was, and I understand what this guy's doing. This guy's going like, wait, what the hell's happening here? I'm getting older. That's obvious. That's obvious. But I'm saying the point is classic rock is not a good moniker anymore, not only for this reason, but also because young people don't differentiate between old music and new music. They don't care if it's new music to them, or if they like it, they'll like Nirvana, they're like Soundgarden, they're like all these bands from the 90s or from the early 2000s. They don't care how old it is. So strangely enough, even though this person was dealing with the moment where they said, classic rock, but hey, this is my music. The really interesting tie-in there is that classic rock is not only dead in my mind, but in the radio station's mind, where I told you we were renaming all of the radio stations, save for a couple across the country, from classic rock to just regular rock. So it's sort of a two-pronged thing. It didn't escape me what this guy was talking about. It's obviously, I've gone through that myself. Many of us had. You listen to the songs that you heard when you were a kid, and you hear them on a classic rock station. But I'm saying classic rock is also no more, because people don't care about the timelines and genres as much. Here is a teacher in trouble. Sealand, let's see what we can find out about this lady. McKenna Kindred is her name. McKenna Kindred. And I have some text messages from this teacher. Here she is. She looks pretty young from what I could see here. And here she is with her messages.
Fixable.
She's texting the student. Oh. She says, but I also managed just fine in the shower with what you sent me yesterday and today. And he said, Mom, glad I can satisfy you. I think that he meant, I'm glad I can satisfy you, but
they have a thing.
Yeah, like a weird
Mom,
kink.
oh man, if you're calling her Mom, dude, that is really strange. Mom, glad I can satisfy you. And then he said, did you blank yourself with a toy while you thought about me? And she said, I did with the blank. You should have videoed it and saved it so I could blank to that. The other
this one word is not.
Yeah, we'll just leave it alone. Next time I need to relearn Snapchat, haha. And he said, FR, for real. Are you up? And then she responded, I was sad when you had to leave my room. I wanted you to be in my room. When other girls talk about you in my class, I could feel myself getting mad. We almost got caught. I was sad when that student walked in when he did. I wanted you to hold me. I really liked being touched by you. This is a teacher to her student in these messages. Has she been arrested or charged? Did we find her?
Let's see.
Yeah, let me know what we know about
her name there. She's definitely been on the news a little bit here. Sicko teacher sent student nauseating texts before they had hours-long sex marathon.
Jesus, man. So is the story already out? It's just the text messages have been leaked? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, the sicko Washington State high school teacher who preyed on an underage student exchanged nauseating texts with a teen before they spent 3.5 hours having sex in her marital home. McKenna Kindred, now 27, invited her 17-year-old student from Spokane Central Valley High School to the house she shared with her lawyer husband, Kyle. He was away on a hunting trip. Okay, that's the situation I would have noped myself out of if I were that 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's away with guns? That means he's going to come back with those guns.
You're going to get Dick Cheney'd.
Yeah, that's no good. I could see where that would be an issue. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to you. We'll get to more dispatches, more emails, all the rest. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. We've got a lot more to get to and a little bit of time to do it. That's all coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's an accident off to the shoulder on the Greenway northbound near Orange Blossom Trail getting cleared up. A crash on Highway 44 eastbound at County Road 470. The left lane's blocked heading eastbound I-4. Traffic starting to slow down heading through the city. There's congestion near that east-west expressway. Delays between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. No serious accidents on the major roadways causing you trouble. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Terminix. Termite alert. It is termite season in Florida, and swarms have been identified in your area. Termites can attack your home or business and cause costly damage. Don't live with the termite problem. Before you see termites this swarm season, Terminix it. Schedule a free inspection at Terminix.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skill Mic activated. How are we doing? Power Hour rolls on. By the way, rumor has it Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni may have spent upwards of $60 million suing each other. $60 million suing each other for years And then at the end, they abandon it right before the case, and they issue the most milquetoast joint statement ever. I'm kind of blown away that he agreed to it. Just absolutely wild. Hang on, everything is going wrong today. Stand by. Okay, that's good. Got it.
Now accepting appointments at our new location in Ormond Beach. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save up to 65% on general or specialty.
Lawyers are eating good. Yeah, I mean, that's how crazy is that? $16 million just wasted. There's also blind items that Blake's marriage is very rocky right now. I don't know, like, it just became a thing where I realized in this moment, I go, I think Blake Lively absolutely believes all the batshit crazy stuff she's saying. I think she's a histrionic, crazy person. I think Blake Lively, like, literally believed that she had been sexually harassed when no normal person would interpret these things this way. And Justin Baldoni was fighting those charges because Blake Lively pushed this through court and sued him and then put it in the New York Times. And she was butthurt about getting some bad press when she was doing the press tour for It Ends With Us, a movie about domestic violence. But why would he and his billionaire pal fight all the way through this, spend tens of millions of dollars, and then at the finish line get nothing? That's so weird. Sean, if something else goes wrong, do not, I repeat, do not attempt to fix it. Somebody says, like, Johnny Depp. Well, yeah, Johnny Depp went all the way through it and won in the end and repaired his image mostly. And Amber Heard toasted her image. But the Justin Baldoni guy just, like, gave up at the end. 90 seconds and we're back. Sexual harassment and assault lost a lot of meaning with Me Too. Real women are hurt by these women. Not to change the subject, but please post the pic of my avocado tree with a haircut. I don't know if I could do that. Your avocado tree with a haircut? If my wife spent millions of dollars to just get thrown in the pit, I'd be in a rocky marriage too. Well, I think Blake Lively's bigger problem is potentially that she now has harmed her reputation in the industry, and a lot of her emails to, like, the executives and stuff got released. Even her text messages to, like, Taylor Swift and stuff. It was just such a waste of time and money. Like, how many of us can think of so many better things to do with $16 million? Anything you could think of is a better use of $60 million. All right, we're coming back.
Thursday, iHeartRadio honors all the moms in your life. Celebrate with the moms in music with iHeart Moms Radio. Explore playlists for the whole family, like Disney hits. Plus, plenty of mom-themed podcasts. Open the iHeartRadio app, search Mom, and listen now. iHeartRadio.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, family. 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 Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And don't forget to answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Radio. 104.1.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This is
Thanks for hanging out today and always. We love you, appreciate you. And you can learn more about the show, as you already know, by going over to the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. Lots to get into as we wrap things up here today. I was just talking with the Skull Mike folks during the break over on YouTube, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. And I just can't get over the fact that today I saw the story and it said, eye-watering amount that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, those were the two that were suing each other after that movie they did with each other. And the two of them together reportedly spent about $60 million combined to sue and countersue each other.
Mm-hmm.
It went on for years. They pulled all of their own text messages out against each other and phone calls and all of the things that they could possibly think of. They made a mess of this movie release and all of that. And then at the end, after $60 million was spent, they just said, okay, here's the most boring statement in the world. Let me see if I can bring that up just so I'll read it to you and you'll see how bad it was. Hold on. Blake, Justin statement. The statement that they got to after $60 million is like, why? Why on earth are you doing this? Here's the statement. The end product, the movie, It Ends With Us, is a source of pride to all of us who work to bring it to life. Raising awareness and making a meaningful impact in the lives of domestic violence survivors and all survivors is a goal that we stand behind. We acknowledge the process presented challenges and recognize concerns raised by Miss Lively deserve to be heard. We remain firmly committed to workplaces free of improprieties and unproductive environments. It's our sincere hope that this brings closure and allows all involved to move forward constructively and in peace, including a respectful environment online. Number one, good luck on that last one. Ain't nobody going to be like, well, they said to be peaceful with each other. They hate Blake Lively now. A lot of people on the internet hate Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm.
And even a little bit of her husband, Ryan Reynolds. And it's because they learned that there was some bullying and some other craziness going on. And Blake Lively is like a strange, histrionic person who literally believed a lot of things. Like you would hear her, she would make claims about things happening to her. One of the ones that stuck with me was Blake Lively, famed actress, says that this Justin Baldoni guy showed her porn on the set of the movie. And I said, there is no context in which showing your co-star porn is anything that is excusable in any way. That's very weird, and that is like absolutely disgusting behavior.
Don't open the link I just sent you then.
I'm not going to, Josh. I'm blocking it, for God's sake. And I thought to myself, what the hell is this? Why would this guy do this? So this is one example. Then you look up what actually happened, and they were filming a birthing scene, and he and his wife had just had a baby in this way, and he showed a birthing video that didn't show any nudity at all to show her.
How is
like,
that possible?
Because the way it was filmed was like from an angle where it didn't show what was going on. It
the
showed
crowning.
Like it showed from behind. It showed, the person who was giving birth with their legs kind of up, but it didn't show anything, right? So not only was it not porn, it was a birth video. And not only was it a birth video, it was a non-sexually graphic birth video. And it was within a context that makes total sense for somebody to show that to another person on a movie set. And like all of the claims that she had ended up that way. So I felt like $60 million is such a colossal waste of money. The only people happy are the attorneys who made that money. But how do you go that far and then release this statement at the end where it almost seemed like, they're giving some shout outs to her. We acknowledge the process presented challenges and recognize concerns raised by Miss Lively deserve to be heard. We remain firmly committed to workplaces free of improprieties and unproductive environments. That sounds like this one was that way. And like, I don't get it. I don't know why they did that. Why they should have taken it all the way to trial. Now, the other claims were that he was talking about her weight and making comments about her weight, but he wasn't. He was talking to a personal trainer because he had back issues. about a scene where he had to lift her up, and he was asking, like, if it's over this much weight, I need to try to reframe how I'm doing things. So, like, everything was out of context craziness that she brought forward, and, like, he ducked out at the last minute. I just do not understand that.
I think they wanted to avoid trial because both of them it was just going to be worse for both of them. Like, nobody wins here except the lawyers.
His friend is a billionaire, and his friend was funding, I think, his side of the lawsuit. He's the same one who funded the movie and paid Blake Lively and stuff. Now, she and Ryan Reynolds, I don't know how much money they have, but they are very loaded as far as I know. I think his soccer team has made him a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, he's got that soccer team.
Wrexham.
So what is it?
Wrexham.
Yeah, the Wrexham soccer team is just one of many things that he had that was just an absolute windfall for him. But what a waste of money, for God's sake. Jesus. After all of this. Somebody's saying the website won't let me put the keyword in. I don't know why people keep having these issues.
I had somebody else texting in that was having that same problem. Said the website said the not letting people enter keywords, says 400 bad requests. I just entered the keyword, crossing my fingers. Get that call. Buddy.
Good luck to you.
But just to make sure that it worked. I'm obviously ineligible for the $1,000.
Did it work for you?
It did.
Something funky's going on, though. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something weird's going on. If you're having problems with these, there is something. What it is ain't exactly clear, but if you can tell us more about it, let us know. Somebody also said, he has Aviator Gin, too. That's true. If you're having problems with the keywords.
And, I mean, the guy's got so much stuff.
Deadpool.
Yeah, and she has been in
riding his coattails.
No. Yeah, yes, but no. She's been in a lot of big movies, too. Because Courtney likes Blake Lively movies. She likes a lot of them. And so over the years, I've been subjected to these movies. Another person, Gene, says, it's been happening more than not with the keyword. So we do need to investigate this.
Oh, so, trust me. Phone calls are being made. Emails are being sent. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to address this later? I have a conversation with the suits today. Do I need to say?
And another thing.
They already know about it.
I'm going to dedicate the entire conversation when they want to talk about contracts solely to the keyword contest. That's it. That's all I want to talk about.
A man of the people.
Yeah, that's all I want to talk about, Josh. Josh is with us today. Hello. Thank God. And on behalf of JustCallMo.com, we got the big bowling tournament coming up this weekend.
That's right.
Hey, I just wanted to know, I know we got all the celebrities out there and stuff, and it's going to be fun, and it's a really good time for a really great cause. But that's usually a really popular event. Are there even tickets for people just to hang out?
Yeah, bowling sold out almost immediately, but we have quote-unquote spectator tickets, which get you unlimited pinball in the pinball lounge as well, so you can hang out, have some drinks, and just chat with everyone.
That pinball lounge is a good time.
It is fun. And the bar's in there.
I forget which one I picked first that made me feel really good at pinball, and I was like, man, I am nailing this pinball. And then I went to the next one over, and I was like, ooh, never mind. Back to sucking.
What game did you don't remember what game you played?
Pinball.
No, I mean, which one of them?
I don't remember.
The one with the ball and the pins.
Well, we used to have a Playboy pinball game. That was the one. They must have one in there somewhere. I'm chasing it down.
/bowling.
Yeah, justcallmo.com/bowling, justcallmo.com/bowling. Thank you to Just Call Mo. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Couple of details I wanted to hit you with real quick before we wrap everything up today. One thing I wanted to tell you, for anybody who has problems with the podcast, I subscribed to YouTube Premium because I watch so much YouTube. Like we watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of creators on YouTube making cool stuff. And Courtney and I, after the show, watch a bunch of YouTube while I'm doing the podcast and this and that. But I got it because if I would go out for a walk or run, I could listen to anything I wanted to on YouTube. And if you had YouTube Premium, you could lock your screen and the audio would still play. Now, this did not work if you did not have a premium subscription. Background play on YouTube did not work on the mobile app. You couldn't just listen to YouTube videos driving in your car or whatever. Now I hear that you can. I hear that they brought it back. This news outlet, Nexta, says Background play on YouTube is now available to everyone again, even without a premium subscription.
Cool.
The feature has been made free once more. At first, users thought it was a bug, but it turned out to be a deliberate change by Google. Background play works with all content except music.
That is a weird change. Well, I guess that makes sense except music, but that's a weird change to make, considering, if that was one of the things that was exclusive to the premium users, and now they're just giving it to everybody.
Yeah, they are.
Piss them off.
But that means if you want to watch the show, you start watching the show on your phone or your laptop or something, you get into the car and you can lock the screen and it'll just transfer over to audio as you're now listening in your vehicle, and then you drive to the location, boom, back to video, back and forth, and you don't even need a premium subscription anymore. So that's kind of cool. You can check out the live stream every day on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Okay, friends, it's time to wrap everything up for the day. Oh, I did want to bring some attention to this real quick before we take our final break here. Somebody said, introducing the Flex Loan. This is for real. The Flex Loan. Josh, you need any loans?
I'd like to hear the terms first.
All right. You should want to, yeah. Introducing the Flex Loan, a new type of payday loan that has been pioneered by Advance Financial in Tennessee. Okay, a payday loan, help you out, the Flex Loan. This allows people in Tennessee to borrow up to $4,000. All right, that could help you, maybe pay your rent or something, at a 279.5% interest rate. That's
How much?
A 279.5% interest rate,
That's
which
out of here, bro.
That's a little bit much. This lender has said its loans would help Tennesseans. It has sued more than 110,000 of them. The story from ProPublica talking about people who got loans from Flex Loans from this company, the Tennessee-based lender Advance Financial, and the loans were at a 279.5% interest rate.
Okay, so really, let's ELI 5 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If I borrow $100 from you, Sean, at a 5% interest rate, I owe you back $105.
Yes.
The interest is charged on the principal on a monthly basis as a premium over what you owe. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? So if you put $100 on your credit card, the Sean card, and it's got a 5% interest rate, I believe that after that month you would owe $105.
Right, that's what I just said.
Yeah. So all right, we're on the same page.
So $4,000 at a 2.795, or excuse me, 279.5% interest rate.
Yeah.
Would be, I've got to add $4,000 more to this.
I think they apply the interest after like a certain period of time, though. Like if you don't pay it back within the 2 weeks or whatever.
Then they just keep jacking it up?
Yeah.
Over this
And
person's
it
stuck with it.
That's $15,180.
Oh, my God.
Better pay it back.
It says the company charges the equivalent of a 279% annual interest rate. Before Flex Loans became legal in 2015, payday lenders could lend only $425, and the borrower could never be required to pay back more than $500. Now it's a lot more than that, obviously. They said some of these people were bilked out of thousands of dollars in the cases. Total borrowed $4,385. Interest and court fees, $8,272. And it just kept compounding, as Josh was saying. If that's not predatory, I don't know what is. But we'll see what you think about it. On the way out, when we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
Go, Mike. I got one live read, and then we're wrapping up the show. It's time for you to rate the show. Rate the show. 10 out of 10 is a legend. We put it in the Hall of Fame. 1 out of 10 is Loserville. We hide it in the other corner. Rate the show on a Wednesday. We'll get to your ratings as soon as I do this live read for Mills Air.
As we head into tomorrow, we could actually see near record levels with a high of 96 degrees, 94 by Friday, and we'll cool back off, relatively speaking, into the low 90s for the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Dan over on chat says he was trying to use an interest rate calculator and it wouldn't even let him go high enough to calculate the interest rate on that last story. But I can tell you that you'll get a great deal with this company, Mills Air. In fact, if you need financing for a new air conditioner, don't panic. I've heard of people who have gone to Mills Air when their AC completely crapped out and they were freaking out because now they had to get a new AC and that was going to be really expensive. They got financing because Mills Air can finance basically everybody out there. They'll get you some financing. That's a great deal. And they said to me that after getting their upgrade, their power bill dropped so much that their monthly bills were actually cheaper with the brand new air conditioner, because the new efficient AC, a carrier AC, because they're a carrier factory authorized dealer over at Mills Air, was so much more efficient that it was actually cheaper after they got the new AC, because the monthly payments were less than the decrease in the price of their power bill. It's amazing what you can do over at Mills Air. So don't freak out if you have a problem. Reach out to them. They're ready to help you out and get you scheduled real fast when you call Mills Air at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
There we go, 9 out of 10 roof hot dogs. 10 out of 10 if you give Lady a cheese ball. I don't have any. I give it a 5-star rating at 279.5% APR. That's a little thick. 10 hot dogs on Sean Roofs, that's 2 of those.
Hey, are you looking into a reverse mortgage, or are you looking at
9.6 edible pea boxes. Edible pea boxes.
explain a lot of these things because the rates are improving, and that makes the terms even better for the person getting the reverse mortgage. So you want to find out how that works, thatmortgageguy.com is the place to start. They'll get you some numbers, explain the details, and then you decide if it makes sense for you to proceed. It can be a lifesaver for people on a fixed income over the age of 62, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So
Uh-oh.
if you are looking for that, or if you're just looking for
Hello?
a mortgage,
Hey.
if you have a mortgage and
Hey.
it has a 7 or 8
Hey.
in front of it,
There you go.
you should be checking into a refi
Got it.
immediately. That mortgage
Okay.
guy Don is the expert who demystifies the mortgage business.
10 $4,000 loans out of 10.
Well, a lot of listeners have taken
Dan did the math. Dan says $4,000. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Hang on. $4,000 at 279.5% for 2 years is $22,000. Jesus Christ. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? That's insane. It's unbelievable. Okay, folks. One of the major things that I want you to absorb for today is what? What is our lesson of the day? Let's see if you picked up on it. What is our lesson of the day? It's not that the banana is fired. It's not that. It's not to do what? That's right. Not to throw hot dogs or any other food items or Chick-fil-A packets on my roof. I have to get on a big ladder and now risk my life to take a whole ass hot dog off of my roof. That's not random. That was one of you. All right? Don't put, no, AJ, no. You know better than this. Don't. Fix your own ass? I tried. Look where we ended up. Although, I Got a new monitor coming in today, so if all goes well, this will be working tomorrow, not only for secret shows, but just in general. Problem being, what if this new one I bought is not the same exact thing? Because that would be a real bummer. No roof hot dogs IRL. Yes, thank you. That's the lesson. If I get this monitor and replace it, and it's like, it's been changed, so physically it looks different, I have to get the other one too. I have to replace both of them. I can't live like that. Can't have a mismatch. We aren't allowed to tailgate at the bowling alley Saturday, so can we do it at your house? No. No, to be clear, you cannot tailgate at my house. I will be at the bowling event. I will be there right when it starts, and I will leave right when it ends. It's a great cause, but I will be in and out of that son of a bitch. I'm excited to bowl with my people on my lane. I'm going to do it. We're going to put the bowling in. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to get the hell out of there. All right. We're coming back. Chatter of the day. Naughty little kitten slut. Naughty little kitten slut is our chatter of the day on YouTube. I'm going to bowl slow so Sean has to stay longer. Naughty little kitten slut. Congratulations. You're the chatter of the day.
ZipRecruiter. Dispatch, this is Mindy, Advanced Air Home Services.
You know, you don't have to put off fixing plumbing problems in your home anymore. I mean, you could just ignore that clogged drain or visit advancedairandheat.com to take care of your plumbing problems. Advanced Air Home Services. License CFC 1430969.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Boy, it's been a time. And we're going to have a blast on Thursday and Friday before rocketing ourselves into the weekend. I'll tell you tomorrow what happened after the show with the Suits call today. I'll tell you tomorrow what happened. All I know is I know that I have a scheduled meeting in about 30 minutes with the Suits. And I know that they normally have done all of these on the phone. And now they want me on like a Teams thing, like a Microsoft Teams thing.
You got to turn camera on?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what that means. Maybe they want more people to yell at me. I don't know if that means there's going to be... I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. But I'll at least entertain it and tell you what happened tomorrow on the show at some point in time. And I promise you, I will spend as much of the call with the Suits bitching about the keyword competition. the contest for the keywords. I'll talk about that the whole damn time.
Somebody said it helped them to clear their cookies or clear their cache. Other people said that didn't work for them. Well, we're figuring it out.
You know, I feel like whoever named those cookies was a genius. Whoever named the computer, those things cookies, because doesn't it sound so mild?
Yeah. It sounds like something you want, you know? Yeah. Accept cookies, accept all cookies. I want to accept all the cookies.
Anything else, I'd be like, well, what is a cookie? Oh, it's a file that they put on your computer to track you and search all your stuff and make sure they're feeding up advertisements that are relevant to you. Or it's like a piece of information they leave to spy on you on your computer, basically. A spy chip would have been denied every time.
That's why your phone says, do you want to allow this app to track you? And you're like, deny, or it says allow or ask app not to track you, which I always find funny. Like, please app, please don't track me.
I'm going to do it anyway.
And what they'll do is when that pops up, they'll say, will you let us do this because we want to give you better, more targeted ads?
Yeah.
Like we're doing this for you, all right? That's what we're doing.
I let it happen. I let it happen. I want the good ads.
He wants to buy things.
I don't know if this is true or not. First of all, while I bring this up, thank you, Josh, for hanging with us today. We appreciate you.
Welcome.
He's amazing. He's the best of the best.
Oh, on time every time.
He is. He is. This is just unbelievable. This is supposedly true. All right. Former banker Sirayu Rana. This is the guy who's suing JPMorgan, the Curry in a Hurry guy. He was offered $1 million by JPMorgan to settle his sex slave allegations. He countered at $12 million. Woo. No way. The development comes as it's been revealed that Rena was referred for mental health treatment by the Manhattan DA's office. All right, so they think he's crazy. According to the Wall Street Journal, following weeks of mediations, JPMorgan sent a $1 million settlement offer to Rana and his lawyers in March. We did try to reach an agreement to avoid the time and expense of litigation and to support an employee who is being threatened with the very reputational harm now unfolding, a spokesperson for the bank says. We continue to believe these allegations have no merit, and new information raised as a result of the public filing only reinforces that conclusion. New reporting also reveals the Manhattan DA's office referred Rana for mental health treatment after he alleged that he was traumatized by his boss. So he came in to complain, and they were like, we think that you're crazy here. But how wild that they still, like JPMorgan got so much money, they still wanted to give $1 million. And the guy wouldn't take it.
That's nothing for them.
I know. They're like, just make it go away. And he still wouldn't do it. He still wouldn't take the money. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's wrap it up for the day. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for oh, shoot, where did I put it? There it is. Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. And thanks, everybody, for hanging with us today. Thanks again to Josh.
Yeah.
See, Lane, yeah. And
Thank
on
you
the
to
way
Moses for letting us borrow Josh so that the show could be so much better because just me, I'm just a...
you know. Today I learned this lady. Right.
I hope this meeting lasts forever. I hope it lasts all damn night.
Hold on, I forgot to put the clip in. Now it's my fault.
I've
got it now. Don't worry. Here it is right here. This lady.
Amy Winehouse.
That's right. Amy Winehouse is correct. Amy Winehouse's official cause of death. In the UK, they call it death by misadventure. That means a manner, not cause of death, attributed to the risks undertaken voluntarily. Amy Winehouse among the many people who have died this way. Oh, what a great voice she has. Still. Yeah, death by misadventure. That's what this show is in many ways. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show, get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow.